Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a piece. No, don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. 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 It's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a bone, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's a bone, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Bone, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Bone, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Bone, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Bone, it's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a piece. No, don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. It's a setup, it's a setup. No, don't be boom boom boom. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a piece. No, don't be boom boom boom. Bound to break and get your beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. Setup, setup.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Damn it!
like, and subscribe to Michael Does Life.
The stream is about to start. Lock in. Folks, the cracks are starting to show.
Ladies and gentlemen, folks at home, we certainly hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life is back on the scene. It's a busy day, believe me. And now we are here, the moment we have been waiting for, the Take-Two earnings call. And we're going to see what the update is here for the biggest entity in all of video, Grand Theft Auto 6. We certainly hope that they have an update for us in a way that makes sense, as we will be kicking this off. And that's going to be happening here shortly. So we need you guys to lock in in a way that makes sense. If you guys were joining us earlier, we were anticipating an announcement. They didn't have an announcement. So now we're back for the Take-Two earnings call, which is happening soon in about maybe 20 minutes or so. And we will be jumping in and listening to the Take-Two earnings call. And we said we were going to be covering the biggest entity in all of video and not throwing in the towel until at least the 21st. And so far, so good in terms of no delay official announcement from Rockstar Games. And we will have to see what this is all about here today and what the plan is for the marketing and what the expectations are here for the biggest entity in all of video. So we need you to hit the like button. We need you to share the broadcast. we need you to tell your mother that she should be watching this show, because there's not a show like this anywhere else on the internet. That we can tell you, believe me. So we need you to lock in in a way that makes sense. We are coming over here to the Take-Two earnings call, and I think this might refresh. I'm not entirely sure, but we will have to figure this out. As you can see, it starts very soon in about 15 minutes, I believe. In about 15 minutes, folks, the Take-Two earnings call is going to begin. We're going to listen, we're going to react, and we're going to see what the update is for the biggest entity in all of video. And this is it. I mean, this is the big moment. They have not pumped the brakes yet on GTA 6. They have not officially delayed it. And I assume that they wouldn't do that here in this. Of course, that would be coming from Rockstar, and they haven't said anything about this game since November of 2025. I would love to come out of the woodwork and say that, everything is on track. And obviously, I don't know anything. I mean, obviously, we're going to learn that here today with the Take-Two earnings call. But with that said, it is hard for me to believe personally that this game is still on track when we are literally approaching June and they haven't talked about this game. Rockstar Games, they haven't talked about this game since November of 2025. To me, it's a little bit of a red flag. And the only argument I can say right now is that, well, if they were going to delay it, presumably they would have already pumped the brakes on that. And they haven't delayed it yet, but there's still a chance So we're going to have to see how the cookie crumbles here. Where's the energy? I mean, this is the big day. This is the big moment. This is the day that I told you weeks ago. I said we're going to hear something about Grand Theft Auto 6 on the 21st of May. And we're here. And just like we're going to be there for November 19th, it's going to come quicker than you think. I mean, it's been 6 months since they delayed the game, since they last talked about this game. And in 6 more months, we're going to be playing the game on November 19th if everything goes as planned. So it's really not that long of a wait, and it's going to go by quick, especially if you guys get that summer job, because quite frankly, you guys need that summer job. And, that'll help you pass time. And not only that, you'll be able to save up some bucks for Grand Theft Auto Online points, the shark cards and stuff like that, because you guys love doing that. So, yeah, that summer job will definitely come in handy, as it'll get you to November quicker, and you'll have a few more bucks in your pocket. I might have to get one because you guys are, well, it's a low-energy broadcast here today, it looks like. We got zero support 13 minutes in. I'm going to double-check. Maybe someone did come through, and no one has come through here today. That's a very odd sign because we've been doing very well here, and now all of a sudden we don't want to come through, so that's a little odd. But that's okay because, we're going to be pumping the brakes probably on these streams for this coverage of Grand Theft Auto 6 after today, unless there's a reason to come back in. Maybe May 26th we can jump back in and see what's going on, see if there's anything that Rockstar wants to say or show off, or if they want to remain silent. We can definitely maybe take a look at that day, May 26th. That's next Tuesday. They could be having something there because that's when the game was supposed to come out. And with that said, I'm going to come over here and do a refresh here just to see. Okay, here we go. So it is almost time. We're going to play the lobby music. Hello? Oh my God. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, it really is, guys. Listen to this. Listen to this. This is all we have. Join us for the biggest entity in all of video. This is all we have. Whoa. Something ain't right. This is all we have. I don't know, man. Something ain't right about this whole thing. I need some confidence here today from Strauss Zelnick. As a fan, we are deprived of anything. And again, they don't owe us anything, to be fair. I think it is a little bit of an entitlement situation going on with GTA fans. They think they're entitled to. And it's like, when Rockstar does deliver, it's going to be unlike anything you've ever seen. And everyone knows that, but the wait is just, it's a little crazy. Is this going to be the first non-supported stream? Wait, what are you guys doing? Where's the support? This is the big day. I knew you guys would pull this crap. Where's that 2027 Mustang guy in here? He came through crazy earlier. The morning crowd's a little bit more energy, higher energy than the afternoon crowd. My God. We have Elevator Music, the biggest entity in all of video. We have Elevator Music, by the way. They haven't talked about this game, Rockstar Games. They haven't talked about this game since November of 2025, by the way. And this is what we have. Oh, man. This is what we have. This is it. What are we doing? Look at this right here. Finally, someone coming through. And supporting the broadcast in a way that makes sense. Popping the cherry, baby. Radiance is in the building.
$4.99. Wait, did I miss? Just got here.
It hasn't started yet, so we're all good. It has not started yet. We are all good, folks. It has not started yet. We are waiting for the call to begin, and we need to hear great things today, because this is our first official update in many, many months. In quite some time that we can tell you. My God, the support is so big we can't even keep up now. The lasers are going to be working overtime. That we can certainly tell you, as Baby Radiance is in the building and he's popping the cherry to set the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. Look at this right here. The channel Upon Fee is in the building. I mean, it's ridiculous. What is going on?
At Upon Fee 2007.
Gee willikers. Look at this right here.
Come on, guys.
The chat in the building plowing through in a way that makes sense with a $5 super chat. You love to see it. Upon Fee is in the building, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. Is the audio pretty good, or do we need more audio on this call? Upon Fee is in the building. He is coming through big and strong. After Baby Radiance popping the cherry, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere. And you guys are now coming through, plowing in a way that makes sense. It is what we love to see. With this record-breaking... Look at this right here. All of it just works. We need Todd today. We need Todd. Look at this right here. Snack Bar in the building. Snack Bar is in the building, and it's what we love to see. Huge W's. Huge W's.
But then again, probably not. Michael will see the truth through the slop.
Oh. I mean, this is all we have, this elevator lobby music. I mean, what is going on? This is all we have. Snack Bar in the building, coming through hard and strong and in a way that makes sense with the hard and strong Tangerine $20 super chat. It is what we love to see. And he says, world class. Today could be the day, folks. But then again, probably not. Michael will see the truth through the slop. I mean, we have not gotten an official delay from Rockstar Games, which is good news. And I said if there was a delay, presumably they would have pumped the brakes already. But, you know, it's game development. Anything can happen. So we got Snack Bar in the building, current king of the jungle. Baby Radiance popping the cherry, the Chad Upon Fee in the building, following it up nicely. And now Snack Bar in the building with the Tangerine, current king of the jungle. It is, oh my God, things are moving. It is what we love to see. We're out here in a tornado. The wind is unreal, and it's unbelievable. That week, oh my God, all hell's breaking loose. All hell's breaking loose. Oh my God, we're holding it down. We're holding it down. We're talking 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Gee williker. It's not even safe to be out here. This shit's blowing around like Harry fucking Houdini. It is unbelievable. How's this audio on the call? If it gets low, we have the knob. We can turn it up. So, Snack Bar in the building it is. Believe me, what do we love to see? You guys got to lock in. 350 viewers, it's time to lock in. Oh my God. There is a tornado. What the hell is that? That's a dust storm. Bro, if that dust storm comes over here, it's over. The equipment will stop working. We need you guys to lock in and lock in a way that makes sense. And look at this right here. Look at this right here. Solid Boss is in the building. Solid Boss is in the building, and he came through earlier. Holy shit. Look at this right here. It's what we love to see. Solid Boss is in the building, and he came through earlier. Coming through in a way that makes sense. It is what we love to see. He was here for the morning broadcast as well. We need higher energy here today. We're getting our first official update on GTA 6 in months since the last Take-Two investor call, which I believe was in February. So we're getting an update on GTA 6, an official update on GTA 6 since February. Rockstar Games, they have not talked about this game since November of 2025. And the game comes out in 5 months and 3 weeks. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just unreal. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Felix is in the building. He came through earlier.
Just confirm that the game is not getting delayed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming, I mean, you know, Rockstar hasn't said anything, so, yeah, they're going to reiterate a lot of what we already know. It's on track for November 19th. The marketing begins this summer, things like that. I mean, I hope there's something a little bit more than that, but that's, you know, why we're here is to listen and hope for the best here, to instill a little bit more confidence, because right now, it's hard to have confidence in this game. We're 5 months out. 5 months and 3 weeks. It's less than 6 months now. Literally, it's less than 6 months, and they have nothing to show for. Rockstar Games has been silent since November of 2025. I need confidence here today as 2027 Mustang is in the building. It continues to gift out the memberships, and it is what we love to see. As we continue to get the lasers out. Guys, the call has not started yet. I don't know where you guys are getting your information from. I think they do a preview, but I don't know how that works. Nonetheless, I mean, listen to this music, guys. Listen to this music. It's over. It's over. How can you listen to that? This is all we have. This is all we have. It is, believe me, a sad situation as Harry Holmes is in the building now, and it is what we love to see. Look at this right here. Harry Holmes in the building, plowing through it in a way that makes sense. World class on the case again. Come on. Huge dubs.
Again, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly an official update on GTA 6 since February, I believe. And it will put the delay rumors to bed, at least for the time being, until we hear otherwise. And again, I said, I don't think the game is going to be delayed. That's what I said a few weeks ago. Now it's looking a little bit more iffy because typically they would have something before the Take-Two earnings call. They have nothing this time around. I understand they're probably working long-ass hours and long-ass shifts, but do we really have to wait until July or August to see something new of this game? I mean, to me, that just don't make any sense, but what do I know? Harry Holmes in the building coming through, and in a way that makes sense. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here that are getting negative. It's a sad situation. I need mods to start policing the chat. That's what your job is to do in here, and we're still not understanding that. And if you need a course on that, maybe I can help you, but you got to get it out, okay? Should not be that hard. It's really common sense. I got to have my mods start stepping up. We're getting a lot more viewers than we've gotten, a lot more support than we've gotten. You know, things are ramping up here. Yeah, we still have nothing on GTA 6, so you guys got to get the obvious crap out of here. And maybe type into ChatGPT or something, what is a troll? Because I don't know if you guys really know what that is. So maybe you can learn a thing or two with AI. You guys love AI, right? Artificial intelligence. It's coming to take your jobs. Oh, wait, you don't have any to begin with. Holy shit, maybe it'll create one for you. Jesus Lord. Come on, homie. Shadow of Yarn is in the building, and it is what we love to see with that 20-month loyalty badge. Coming through in a way that makes sense. 20-month loyalty badge. Shadow of Yarn is in the building. And he says with the 20-month loyalty badge, if they delay it to polish the game, then I am cool with that. But they need to give us some kind of update trailer. I agree. Something is better than nothing. As Ramskake is in the building now. We can't even keep up.
No delay is good news.
I agree, but I think the no delay news is kind of, you know, I hate to be a negative Nancy, but I think the no delay confirmation here today, and then it's still on track for November 19th, isn't 100% set in stone because, you know, it's game development. They could run into issues. Anything can change. Of course, it's not. I mean, the game comes out in 5 months in 3 weeks. Clearly, the game has to be done by now. I mean, they have to be in the final stages. if it's really coming November 19th. Otherwise, they're going to be slaving away for the next 5 months and 3 weeks. That we can certainly tell you. Ram Skank is in the building, and it is, believe me, what we love to see. Coming through and coming through. Okay, I'm going to take a look at this here. No more delays. It's already 18 months behind schedule. Only 181 days. You got to understand, though, I know they have Rockstar themselves is not why is Rockstar not talking about the game, though? Why are we waiting until the last minute? Okay, we got a couple of more minutes. We're going to get into the Take-Two conference call here, earnings call. And hopefully the callers that call in have some interesting questions about GTA 6. Again, the trolls are out in full force today. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but every time I look at this chat, it's just filthy. With obvious alts, obvious burner accounts, obvious LARPers. I mean, you got to get that crap out of here. Google it. What is a troll? It will literally tell. In fact, I'll do it because I know you guys aren't going to do it. Google.com with the help of AI. Let's type it in. What is a troll? It didn't use internet trolls. In the digital world, a troll is someone who I intentionally post. We can't even read. The damn music is. In the digital world, a troll is someone who intentionally posts inflammatory, irrelevant, or proactive messages online. The motive. Their goal is to get an emotional reaction like anger, frustration, or confusion from other users, usually just for their own amusement. So they're psychopaths. The tactics. This can involve dropping controversial opinions on purpose, acting in bad faith, derailing a serious conversation,
Hello, and thank you for standing by.
All right.
My name is Tiffany,
Come
and I
on.
will be your conference operator today.
This is unreal.
At this time,
This
I would
is
like
unreal.
to welcome everyone
This
to
is
the
unreal.
fourth quarter and fiscal year
This is unreal.
2026 Take-Two Interactive Software
This is all we
results
have.
call.
The game is getting delayed.
All lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be
Where-
a question and answer session.
Where is Rockstar Games?
If you would like to ask a question during that time, simply press star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. I would now like to turn the call over to Nicole Shevins, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations and Corporate Communications. Nicole, please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our conference. Good afternoon. Thank you
What
for
the-
joining our conference call to discuss our results for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026. Good afternoon.
What the hell is
Thank you
going
for
on?
joining our conference call to discuss our results for the fourth quarter and fiscal year 2026 ended March 31, 2026. Today's call will be led by Strauss Zelnick,
Come on.
Take-Two's Chairman and Chief Executive
Strauss,
Officer,
come on.
Carl Sladoff, our President, and Lainey Goldstein, our Chief Financial Officer. We will be available to answer your questions during the Q&A session following our prepared remarks. Before we begin, I'd like to remind everyone that statements made during this call that are not historical facts are
Guys,
considered
let's lock
forward-looking
in a way
statements
that
under
makes
federal
sense.
securities laws. These forward-looking statements are based on the beliefs of our management, as well as assumptions made by and information currently available to us. We have no obligation to update these forward-looking statements. Actual operating results may vary significantly from these forward-looking statements.
It's getting
based on
cold
a
out here.
variety of factors. These important factors are described in our filings with the SEC, including the company's most recent annual report on Form 10-K and quarterly report on Form 10-Q, including the risks summarized in the section entitled Risk Factors. I'd also like to note that, unless otherwise stated, all numbers we will be discussing today are GAAP, and all comparisons are year over year.
How's that
Additional
audio?
Details regarding
How's the
our
audio?
actual results and outlook are contained in our press release.
How's the
including
audio?
the items that our management uses
Hello?
internally to adjust our GAAP financial results in order to evaluate our
Increase the volume, by the
the
way.
press release also contains
God
a
damn, it's loud.
reconciliation of any non-GAAP financial measure
fuck?
to the most comparable GAAP measure. In addition, we have posted to our website a slide deck that visually presents our results and financial outlook. Our press release and
Sorry,
filings
it's
with the
my
SEC
band.
may be
Band.
obtained from our website at take2games.com.
Dude,
And
I'm
now
gonna go
I'll turn the
deaf
call
out
over to
here.
Strauss.
Here we go.
Thanks, Nicole. Good
Here we go.
afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. I'm pleased to report that we concluded fiscal year 2026 with excellent results, including fourth quarter net bookings of $1.58 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range. Net bookings for the full fiscal year were $6.7 billion, which was approximately $750 million above the initial guidance we provided last May. NBA 2K delivered
NBA
record net
2K.
bookings and recurrent consumer spending.
NBA 2K.
Zynga achieved its highest level of net bookings since we acquired the business in 2022, and the Grand Theft Auto series once again exceeded our expectations and continued to drive significant net bookings and deep engagement with its passionate community of players. Fiscal 2027 is poised to be a breakout year for Take-Two, led by the November 19th release of Grand Theft Auto 6, arguably the most anticipated entertainment property of all time, and we're excited that Rockstar Games will start their marketing campaign this summer. Our initial financial outlook for fiscal 2027 includes record net bookings of $8 to $8.2 billion. This reflects meaningful growth over last year, led by the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, along with the successful execution across our entire portfolio. We expect to sustain this higher level of scale and generate strong cash flows well into the future as we release our robust long-term development pipeline and capitalize on new opportunities across our highly established, multifaceted business. Turning to highlights from the quarter, I'll begin with our fantastic mobile performance. Toon Blast grew approximately 25% year over year as Peak introduced new events and features, including Temple Guardians, Deep Quest, and refined level experiences. Match Factory continued to perform, with players responding positively to its live service execution and a continuous pipeline of player-friendly features, such as the collectible album. Empires & Puzzles outpaced our forecast and grew 5% over last year, driven by a robust slate of in-game events celebrating the title's 9th anniversary. Color Block Jam grew 15% year over year and remains the highest grossing title in Rollic's history. Top 11 delivered its strongest quarter ever after 16 years in market, driven by superb performance of the Bundesliga and live operations innovation.
The hell's he talking?
2K's mobile offerings posted another solid quarter, with WWE SuperCard reaching nearly 39 million lifetime
Who is
downloads.
playing that?
NBA 2K Mobile continuing to expand its audience. NBA 2K26 Arcade Edition maintaining its top 5 position on the Apple Arcade charts, and NBA 2K All-Star in China growing to nearly 10 million registered users after just 1 year in market. Our direct-to-consumer channel continues to drive net bookings and margin growth as we integrate additional mobile titles from our portfolio and deepen our relationships with players by reducing payment friction and enhancing the end-to-end user experience, which is generating improvements in conversion and customer loyalty. As the regulatory landscape continues to evolve, we're even more confident in the sustainability and growth profile of this platform. The Grand Theft Auto series continues to outpace expectations significantly and demonstrate incredible momentum leading up to the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th. Recurrent consumer spending grew 5% year over year, with strong engagement in GTA Online, driven by A Safe House in the Hills, one of the best performing updates in its history. This content offering provided a wide range of community-requested features, including mansion properties, the return of Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5, all new missions, vehicles, exclusive GTA Plus benefits, and the powerful new Rockstar Mission Creator that allows content creators to make their own GTA experiences.
Yeah, we've never
Sales
tested
of Grand
that
Theft Auto 5 advanced further, with nearly 230 million units sold in to date.
It's over.
GTA Plus continues to see significant growth year over year, led by the holiday update and highly attractive monthly benefits, such as the inclusion of NBA 2K26 in its games library. In addition, Rockstar Games' Red Dead Redemption 2 achieved its highest level of annual unit sales since its launch year, with over 85 million units sold in to date.
Unreal.
During the quarter, our sports offerings also performed well. NBA 2K26 continued to expand its audience. To date, the title has sold in over 10 million units, representing a 5% increase over NBA 2K25. Recurrent consumer spending grew 10% as we benefited from higher daily active users in games played per user. In keeping with our strategic focus on innovation, Visual Concepts launched Season 5 for NBA 2K26, their first ever college-themed offering, featuring 16 iconic universities, which was welcomed by NBA 2K's vast community and provided a glimpse of what's to come in college basketball for next year and beyond. I'd like to thank our partners at the NBA and the NBA Players Association for their continued engagement and support in our collective mission. On March 13th, 2K and Visual Concepts launched WWE 2K26, which was well received by critics and consumers alike.
Really?
Engagement has been excellent.
Well received by critics?
20% year over year and more than 85 million matches played.
Bro.
An increase of 7% compared to WWE 2K25. 2K is supporting the title with multiple updates through its Ringside Pass. I'd like to thank Nick Khan and his team at TKO for their unwavering support and partnership as we continue to evolve this series further for fans of the game. PGA Tour 2K25 enjoyed a fantastic resurgence. 2K captured an influx of new players and drove strong organic interest by aligning Season 5 with the start of the PGA Tour season in January and including the title in PlayStation Plus. During the quarter, our consumers played 60 million rounds of golf.
60 million
a
rounds!
10% increase over the
They
third
got no
quarter.
life!
2K will support the franchise throughout the year with several more content updates. In closing, we're incredibly excited by the promise of our future for our players, our organization, and our shareholders. This year has the opportunity to be a major inflection point for our company, defined by groundbreaking entertainment experiences, creative and operational excellence, and record net bookings. With our flexible balance sheet, our strong cash position, and our expectation that we'll generate over $1 billion in operating cash flow this fiscal year, we believe that we're extraordinarily well positioned to take measured creative risks, to pursue accretive M&A, and to invest in technology that will unlock greater creative capabilities and operational efficiencies across our organization. I'm immensely proud of our teams and exceedingly optimistic that we'll continue to drive greater success and shareholder value for the long term. I'll now turn the call over to Carl.
Thanks, Strauss. I'd like to thank our teams for another strong quarter and for laying the groundwork for an exciting chapter in our company's history. We are extremely optimistic about our upcoming pipeline, which includes 29 titles through fiscal 2029. In the interest of precision, we are now only counting mobile games in our pipeline that have been specifically scheduled for worldwide launch within the 3-year window. Our teams continue to develop and test many new titles not reflected in this outlook, some of which may be added to our multi-year. Fiscal 2027 is set to be a milestone year, led by the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th. We plan to release 6 additional titles during the fiscal year, including 2 mobile titles, 3 sports titles, which are NBA 2K27, PGA Tour 2K27, and WWE 2K27, and 1 platform extension. Our labels will also continue to provide new content and experiences that drive engagement and recurring consumer spending across many of our previously released titles. Looking ahead, we currently expect to deliver 22 titles throughout fiscal 2028 and 2029, including 1 mobile title, 5 sports titles, 3 core new IPs, and 13 core existing IPs, which includes 7 sequels and 6 remakes, remasters, and platform extensions.
Whoa!
We look forward to sharing more about our groundbreaking pipeline, which we believe will drive a new period of growth and long-term returns for our shareholders. I'll now turn the call over to Lainey.
Thanks, Carl, and good afternoon, everyone. Fiscal 2026 was an exceptional year for Take-Two, as we achieved record net bookings and operating performance. Each of our labels significantly outperformed the initial forecast we provided last May, as our teams maintained their focus on product innovation and delivering the highest levels of quality and value. I'd like to thank our teams for their passion and dedication as we embark on this milestone year marked by the highly anticipated release of Grand Theft Auto 6 and strength across our core businesses. Turning to our results, we delivered fourth quarter net bookings of $1.58 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range of $1.51 to $1.56 billion. This reflected better than expected performance from the Grand Theft Auto series, several mobile titles, and the Red Dead Redemption series.
They love mobile
Current
games.
consumer spending growth was strong, increasing 7% over last year and accounting for 82% of net bookings. This included 7% growth for mobile and 5% growth for Grand Theft Auto Online, both of which surpassed our expectations. NBA 2K increased 10%, which represented one of the strongest fourth quarters in franchise history, but was softer than anticipated as trends moderated from the extreme growth we achieved during the second and third quarters of the year. During the quarter, we launched Sid Meier's Civilization VII for Apple Arcade, PGA Tour 2K25 for Switch 2, and WWE 2K26. GAAP net revenue increased 6% to $1.68 billion, while cost of revenue declined 5% to $741 million. Operating expenses decreased significantly to $928 million, as last year included a $3.6 billion impairment expense related to goodwill and acquired intangible assets. On a management basis, operating expenses declined 2% year over year, which was favorable to our guidance due to lower marketing expenditures, some of which shifted out of the period. For fiscal 2026, we achieved net bookings of $6.72 billion, which was above the high end of our guidance range of $6.65 to $6.7 billion. Recurrent consumer spending grew 17% and accounted for 78% of net bookings. NBA 2K grew over 30%, mobile increased 13%, and Grand Theft Auto Online increased 6%, all sharply exceeding our initial May guidance. Operating cash flow was $624 million compared to our forecast of $450 million, reflecting our fantastic fourth quarter. We spent approximately $163 million in capital expenditures, which due to timing is favorable to our forecast. GAAP net revenue rose 18% to $6.65 billion, and cost of revenue increased 11% to $2.8 billion. Operating expenses decreased significantly to $3.9 billion due to the impairment charges that I mentioned previously from last year's fourth quarter. On a management basis, operating expenses rose 7% year over year, which represented strong leverage over the prior year. Today, we are providing our initial outlook for fiscal 2027. We project net bookings to range from $8 billion to $8.2 billion, which reflects approximately 20% growth over fiscal 2026, primarily due to the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 on November 19th, along with successful execution across our entire portfolio. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be the Grand Theft Auto series, NBA 2K, Toon Blast, Match Factory, Empires & Puzzles, the Red Dead Redemption series, Words with Friends, Color Block Jam, and Zynga Poker. We expect recurrent consumer spending to be flat in fiscal 2026 and to represent 65% of net bookings. Our recurrent consumer spending forecast assumes NBA 2K is up high single digits, the Grand Theft Auto series is up, and mobile is down, due to last year's success of Color Block Jam and our assumption that trends will moderate for several of Zynga's mature mobile titles. We expect the net bookings breakdown from our labels to be roughly 36% Rockstar Games, 35% Zynga, and 29% 2K. We are forecasting operating cash flow in excess of $1 billion, and we expect to be in a net cash position by the end of the fiscal year. We plan to deploy approximately $200 million of capital expenditures for game technology and office build-outs. We expect GAAP net revenue to range from $7.9 to $8.1 billion, and cost of revenue to range from $3.5 to $3.62 billion.
Bro!
Our total operating expenses are expected to range from $4.18 to $4.2 billion. On a management basis, we expect operating expense growth of approximately 8% year over year, which represents significant leverage over fiscal 2026. This growth is largely due to higher marketing expense to support the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 and our new mobile releases, as well as higher R&D costs. Now moving on to our guidance for the fiscal first quarter. We project net bookings to range from $1.32 to $1.37 billion compared to $1.42 billion in the first quarter last year. The largest contributors to net bookings are expected to be NBA 2K, the Grand Theft Auto series, Toon Blast, Match Factory, Empires & Puzzles, the Red Dead Redemption series, Color Block Jam, Words with Friends, and Zynga Poker. We project recurrent consumer spending to decline by approximately 3%, which assumes high single-digit growth for NBA 2K and declines for mobile and the Grand Theft Auto series. We expect annual revenue to range from $1.45 to $1.5 billion.
At Stray Dog Brando has just tipped $10.
Operating
Super
expenses are planned
chat.
to range
No
from
delay.
$926
It is time to get excited for Rockstar's Magnum.
Management
It's
basis,
time to
operating
get off the
expenses are
Prozac
expected to grow by
and get on the hype
approximately
train.
6% year-over-year.
I won't even
Primarily
start with the
driven by
Stones
modest
about to experience
Oh,
In closing,
straight up, Brando, the veteran of the broadcast in the building, plowing
We expect to
through.
sustain well into the future, driven by a robust pipeline and expansion opportunities
Huge
across our core
W's.
franchises. With our focus on incorporating new technologies and tools, we feel confident in our ability to scale our business, generate operational efficiencies, and leverage the power of our balance sheet, which we believe will drive long-term shareholder returns. Thank you. I'll now turn the call back to Strauss.
There we go.
Thanks, Lainey and Carl. On behalf of our entire management team, I'd like to thank our colleagues around the world for their commitment to excellence and to our strategy of being the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient company in the entertainment industry. To our shareholders, I want to express our appreciation.
It's Q&A
for your
time.
continued support. We'll now take your questions. Operator?
Q&A time. Here we go.
At this time, if you would like to ask a question,
Come
press
on.
star, then the number 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, simply press star 1 again. We will pause for just a moment to compile the Q&A roster. Your first question comes from the line of Eric Handler with Roth Capital Partners. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thanks for the question. Lainey, just a couple things within the guidance. Looks like, at least on a non-GAAP basis, your operating expenses are looking, let's call it for round number purposes, about $3.8 billion. That's a $300 million incremental increase on a year-over-year basis. How much of that is due to marketing? And when you look at sort of like the trend for the next couple of years for G&A and R&D, what do those trajectories look like? I assume they'll be much smaller than revenue growth.
Yes, that's correct. So we expect to have a lot of leverage over the next couple of years as we continue to scale the business. And for the $300 million hire for this coming year, about half of that is for selling and marketing expenses for the entire company, as we have significant marketing for our entire pipeline of titles that are coming out this year.
Okay, that's helpful. And then as a follow-up, how should we think about RCS? You know, and once GTA 6 comes out, how are you sort of thinking about the trajectory of GTA Online when that game is launched?
Rockstar will provide more details on the GTA series when they're ready to talk about that.
No.
Yeah, I think you're asking, though, what do we expect will happen with recurrent consumer spending regarding GTA Online? And look, I think to say that everyone has been pleased by the ongoing trajectory of GTA Online, Red Dead Online, the sales of GTA 5, the sales of Red Dead would be a great understatement. These titles have proven to be vastly more resilient than anyone expected, and I think it's a reflection of the quality of the work that Rockstar has done. Despite the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 is now has been in market for 3 console generations. It continues to sell. It's now up to 230 million units. Red Dead is up to 85 million units. So, you know, we're so extraordinarily pleased with how Rockstar's titles have performed. It's difficult to know exactly how Grand Theft Auto Online will do after the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, but certainly it will stay in market, and certainly there are many, many consumers who love the title.
Sounds like
Thank you, very helpful.
Your next question comes from the line of Colin Sebastian with Baird. Please go ahead.
Thanks. Congratulations on the year. I have a couple of questions as well. I guess first off, as cash flow influx for the guidance for the coming fiscal year, how are you guys thinking about capital allocation between returning to shareholders versus other uses? And I have a follow-up.
So, you know, this will sound boringly consistent with our answer to this question. It's the same as it has been for as long as we've been in the position of having positive cash flow and positive cash balances. There are 3 uses of of our capital here, first to support organic growth. This company's story has largely been an organic growth story, and we certainly have expectations for organic growth in fiscal 27, and we believe that fiscal 27 is setting a new benchmark, a new standard for this company going forward. And that's all organic, but as you can see from our numbers, we have to invest to be in a position where we can grow in that way. And our balance sheet, our P&L allows us to do just that. Well, that'll continue. The second use of our capital is very selectively when it makes strategic sense, and let me emphasize this, when it's accretive, we are willing to engage in inorganic opportunities. The most recent meaningful one was, of course, the acquisition of Zynga in 2022 for $9.7 billion in cash and stock, and then more recently, the acquisition of Gearbox. And so, I'm proud to say that all of our acquisitions have turned out to be accretive and successful over, nearly 2-decade period. That's pretty breathtaking for corporations, not generally the case. And I think that's because we're immensely disciplined. You're not going to see us doing deals hand over fist, but assuming our balance sheet continues to improve, I think you could imagine more inorganic growth in the future as well. And we've already said in this release today that we expect to be in a net cash position by the end of the fiscal year. And finally, we return capital to the shareholders when it makes sense. So far, we've done that through share buybacks, and they are opportunistic. We believe that share buybacks make sense for our shareholders when they are executed at deep value. Our last buyback was done at $158 a share. We'll see how the stock opens tomorrow, but I think no matter what, that was a pretty good plan on our side. So, look, like all stocks, they move around different price points. Our stock traded down as low as, I think, 195 in the last 6 weeks. And, there is an opportunity to return capital to the shareholders when it makes sense.
Thanks for the reminder on those, Strauss. I guess maybe as a follow-up, and maybe some of the structural issues in the industry, including sales of current-gen consoles. I'm just curious how that impacts, your thinking or your assumptions in terms of establishing pricing and pre-order expectations for titles like GTA 6 in the coming year. Thank you.
Come on.
I'm sorry, what would the relationship be from your point of view?
The install base of hardware may not be as high in this current console generation as it might otherwise have been. Certainly value price points for certain titles have done well versus premium pricing. So those considerations.
Look, when we look at pricing, I would not say we look at it in the context of the install base. We absolutely look at pricing in the context of the property itself. And so what we want to do in every situation, whether that's console, mobile, PC, frontline, or catalog, is deliver to the consumer vastly more entertainment value than what we charge. We want the consumer to have a great experience, and we think a consumer experience is the intersection of what you get and what you pay for it. And probably a great example of that is Mafia: The Old Country, which is a terrific title. But it's not, it's not a 100-hour experience, it's not a 50-hour experience. And so we priced the title at $50, and consumers were thrilled, and we had a massive hit on our hands. I suspect we could have priced it at a higher level.
No!
We wanted to make sure that consumers loved it, and part of loving something is feeling good about what you paid for it.
Mafia: The Old Country, by the way.
Your next question comes from the line of Doug Creutz with TD Cowen. Please go ahead.
Hey, thank you. I wanted to ask, in the context of your guidance that mobile you're assuming is down this year, based on some attenuation in the performance of older games. Is that based on anything you're seeing in the year to date, or is that more of a, hey, these are older titles, let's be prudent in our outlook? Similar to, I think, for many years you guys sort of said we expect GTA Online to be down because it's a many-year-old live service game, and then it would typically do better. Can you just give some context around that, and then also what you might be assuming for your 2 new mobile launches within that guide? Thank you.
So it's a very fair question. We had a great year at Zynga, and And I think it's more the way you characterized it, which is we're not prepared to guide to, continually beating expectations materially at any business unit. So we do guide as we see it, and this is how we see it. However, as you said, it is a reflection of the fact that some titles that were newer last year are older this year. Now, all that said, Toon Blast was up 25%, and it's a very old title. So we do have opportunities to exceed our expectations now and then. But this is our best estimate sitting here today. As far as our expectations around new launches, we in the mobile side particularly, we never anticipate huge numbers because it's just impossible to do so. Hit ratios are just too low. So our guidance would typically reflect our expectations around the marketing spend in the year, because we would never guide around doing something silly. In the mobile business, if you're getting bad immediate results from a marketing spend, you stop doing it. And our dev costs are pretty manageable in the mobile world. So I would say, unlike say console, where you have a big release, I'm not going to give you the example you want. So we have basketball coming up. We know how many units it sold so far. 10 million units sold in to date. We know the prior year, the year before that, we had a sense of the market. We can estimate that pretty well within a band. But with mobile, we just don't have the ability to do that. So I think it is, you're correctly intuited that our mobile numbers would not include an expectation for some massive new release hit.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Corey Carpenter with JP Morgan. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. I had two questions on NBA 2K. Clearly, I think record year for the franchise this year. But hoping you could expand a bit on the trends you saw in the quarter. I think they moderated, you said in the prepared remarks, a little more than you had expected. So what did you see there? And then, Carl, maybe could you talk a bit about the engagement that you saw with the initial college basketball rollout? Thank you.
Hello? What the hell?
So for NBA, this is one of our strongest quarters for Q4 in the franchise history. In terms of looking at our expectations, this reflects the extreme growth of Q2 and Q3, where we saw a high concentration of spending from our most engaged players early in the year, which left less upside opportunity heading into Q4. So that's really what we saw in Q4 this year.
And on the college piece, yeah, we are very excited about our college release for season 5. I would describe it at this point as it's a taste of what's to come. We did a deal with that featured 16 universities. It's basically validated our expectations and the opportunity that we think would be very meaningful for us going forward. So the short answer is stay tuned. It's very exciting for us, and we're very happy how things have turned out so far.
And maybe as a follow-up, Strauss, on the last earnings call, Google Genie had just launched in beta. There's been some conversations more recently around the ability for AI to perhaps create GTA 6 in a couple of months. I know this is a bit of a generic high-level question we've touched on before, but just given this remains a pretty big debate among investors, thought it'd be helpful to hear your latest views just around what you're seeing in AI and how you expect it to change the gaming industry and Take-Two in particular. Thanks.
We remain enormously optimistic. Technology helped build this company. Video games are created largely inside computers and always have been. When I started in the video game business in 1993, we were making 32-bit games, and they certainly didn't look anything like they do today, and that's all driven by tech. I think the sort of confusion surrounds a belief that somehow more efficient asset creation puts us at some disadvantage or creates a competitive advantage for someone else. And I just don't believe that's the case. To the extent that technology allows anyone to do a better job in asset creation, naturally we'll avail ourselves of the same technology. If you take a look at the tech in market that is currently licensed for the creation of video games, it's licensed broadly. No one exclusively licenses technology for video games. So if a competitor has access to AI and that allows someone to do something better, quicker, cheaper, then we would have access to the same thing. The second point that I've made that I would stand behind is that asset creation is not the same as hit creation. So, the entire story around the Gemini release was, wow, you can create assets that look like video games more easily than you could before. I hope that's true because that'll benefit us naturally. If we have 3-part strategy, be the most creative, be the most innovative, be the most efficient, seems to me that even if it doesn't help with creativity, it certainly should help with efficiency and innovation. So that could be thrilling, but we do have to remind ourselves, asset creation is not the same as hit creation. And the best example of that is, there are thousands of new mobile releases a year, but there's a handful of new mobile hits a year, and we make some of them. Despite the fact that everyone has access to the same tech, because everyone licenses exactly the same underlying technology for the creation of mobile titles as we do. I remain highly optimistic. Now I'll give you a real world example. I was visiting one of our studios, and they showed me some advertisements that they were putting together to advertise their games. And these were live action ads, and they were funny and cute, 15 to 30 second ad units that you've seen a zillion times. And they were all created with AI, licensed AI, legal AI. And the script was done in-house for free, well, by colleagues who work at the company already. And the software was used, AI software was used. The entire cost of making the spot was zero. And previously we hired third-party companies to actually create those with human beings. And those spots could cost $25,000, $50,000, $100,000. Now, please note, not only were we not interested in reducing our headcount to make this happen, we didn't have the opportunity to reduce our headcount to make this happen. The entire marketing team at this particular studio is 2 people. They're doing a great job. But what AI has allowed them to do is be more efficient, make great stuff, and do it cheaper. This is all a benefit to our company.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Chris Schull with UBS. Please go ahead.
Great, thank you. Strauss, I believe it was a few quarters ago you mentioned your expectations for GTA 6 continue to increase. Any updates you can provide on your general expectations and levels of confidence for the franchise based on the indicators you have at this point? And how do you expect that this title will perform relative to GTA 5? And then, Lainie, maybe, I know there's a lot of noise to margins this year with the marketing and the software amort, but I believe I heard you said there's a lot of leverage over the next few years. But can you just remind us how you're thinking about the ability to return to the historic margin levels that Take-Two used to see? Thank you.
I don't recall the comment you alluded to. I'm pretty much, I think I've always said the same thing, which is, we're all, how could we not be? We're all extraordinarily excited about what Rockstar Games is working on. We're all incredibly enthusiastic about the upcoming release. And equally, this is a management team that never claims success before it occurs. And I'm pretty sure that every time we've had the luxury of having a conversation about an upcoming release that looked good, I've said, we absolutely never opine on how high is up. We certainly work toward the best result and hope for the best result. But that is out of our hands. What's in the hands of Rockstar, from a development point of view and a marketing point of view, is trying to make the best entertainment property they possibly can, and then bringing it effectively to consumers all over the world. That's what we aim to do, and we do feel really, really good about it.
Margin improvement remains a key priority in our financial strategy, but we recognize that margins will fluctuate over time based on a variety of factors. In fiscal 2027, we're reaching a new level of operating performance, which we expect to sustain well into the future, driven by a robust pipeline and expansion opportunities across our core franchises. So as we operate at this new level and generate operational efficiencies through reduction efforts and leveraging new technologies, including AI, we aim to enhance our margin profile over time. So if you think about our operating expense leverage, it represents our largest opportunity, which we believe we can achieve as we grow our scale, both organically and inorganically. We've mentioned previously that gross margins of many of our titles are affected by the increasing cost of development. So we've been making many structural improvements, including the driving efficiencies and reducing expenses. So you've seen some of that coming through the P&L in the last couple of years, and the leverage we've seen in the last year in terms of our operating expenses. Also the D2C efforts in mobile, that's also working towards improving our margins. So this was a year where we scaled the business meaningfully and we achieved strong leverage on our expense structure. So we'll continue to do that as we look into the future.
Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Andrew Marock with Raymond James. Please go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking my questions. Maybe one on the Rockstar Mission Creator. I know Strauss called that out in the prepared remarks as an interesting factor. I guess, are there any learnings from the early days of that and some of the recent missions that were created as you look to scale UGC and some of your Rockstar properties? And then I have a follow-up.
Look, we're trying to meet players where they are, and to the extent that people want to have a hand in creation, there are numerous opportunities for them to do so. So, I just think it's incredibly exciting, and our company embraces these advances. So, we're not precious about what we do here. We're open-minded. Another example of that is the 5M business. Where this started as sort of a business that was outside of our four walls, and now it's a business that's inside our four walls, and we're thrilled that it is.
Okay, thank you. And then maybe one more on mobile, if I could. I know that there has been some kind of correlation between the mobile business and macroeconomic factors in the past. I guess, what level of conservatism might you be baking into the guide around general economic conditions as it relates to the mobile business? Thank you.
Well, look, we're not economists, although we certainly have a point of view about where the economy is going, and that is one of the factors we consider when we build guidance.
Your next question comes from the line of Matthew Cost with Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for taking the question. Strauss, there's a comment you made in the prepared remarks about your expectation to sustain higher levels of scale going forward. Just given the potential for Grand Theft Auto's performance this year, that's a high bar to clear going forward. So as investors think about the opportunity to sustain your scale off of that base, how should they think about the mix between just an ongoing significant revenue contribution from Grand Theft Auto versus the pipeline that you went into some good detail in the prepared remarks discussing? And then I have one follow-up. Thank you.
So it reminds me of my SATs. It's box D, all of the above.
Yeah. Okay.
Your next question comes from the line of James Heaney with Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Yeah, great. Maybe just diving in again on mobile. It's just been impressive to see continued growth of Toon Blast and Match Factory as kind of the biggest drivers for the segment. I was just hoping you could go in some detail about the unique drivers across those franchises that you think had sort of enabled them to continue growing this far after the initial launch. Thanks.
Well, actually, very different. So Toon Blast's been around for a really long time. Match Factory is relatively new. So Match Factory last year was still in growth mode, and we've projected that it would moderate. We'll see what actually happens. Toon Blast is a legacy title, and with regard to Toon Blast, what you're seeing is a title where the consumers who are involved are getting more and more involved.
Holy shit!
And that's a reflection of the content that Peak is putting into the game and offers that are made to consumers. So basically, with regard to a legacy title, where you may not have a sharp growth curve on DAUs, you will have an effort to actually serve the consumers we have much more effectively, and I think that's what you're seeing in Toon Blast. Match Factory is still in pretty steep early. It's not that old a title, so it's very different. We need to be muscular in both areas. We need to be able to run our live services businesses really well for a long, long time, and Zynga does a phenomenal job at that. But by the way, so does Rockstar, right? GTA Online is a live services business. It's 13 years old. Red Dead Online is a legacy live services business. So NBA 2K Online is a live services business. And we have to do everything well here. It's what makes this place an exciting place to work. We've got a pipeline of frontline titles. We've got to turn them into hits. We don't always succeed, but we have to try. We have a live services business that I just mentioned. We have to optimize those across both mobile, console, and PC. And then, of course, we have a catalog. And when you add it all up, and we do a good job across the board, you get the kind of year that we got last year. And we now expect to make a meaningful step up, obviously driven largely by the launch of GTA 6, but also driven by performance of the rest of the business. And then we expect to set that as a new base from which to grow, and that's a reflection of firing on all cylinders. Undoubtedly, we'll have some lapses along the way. We don't know where the lapses will be. But if history is any guide, we'll also have some titles that will meaningfully beat expectations going forward. And part of our three-part strategy of being the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient is indeed to be the most innovative. And if you look at the history of the company, we've been a leader in innovations, whether that's cross-development or marketing. And I have no doubt in the coming years we'll be able to innovate further. And I don't know exactly what form that'll take, but I would just note that this company doesn't look anything like it did 19 years ago, despite still being in the interactive entertainment business. Lots of what we do here didn't even exist back then. And this industry, never mind the company, is still on a sharp growth curve in terms of its cohort of engaged consumers and the opportunities to do new things and bring those new things to people in new ways.
Helpful context. Thank you.
Your next question comes from the line of Jason Bazinet with Citi. Please go ahead.
I just have a quick historical question. In the past, when you've been confronted with, these big titles like, I don't know, whether it's GTA 4 or 5 or the last two Red Deads, how accurate would you say your firm, your management team was in terms of predicting, how well these titles would do? Were there some that sort of disappointed or others that really beat, or were they sort of all within a pretty tight confidence interval in terms of your own internal expectations?
So with regard to the titles you mentioned, what's happening on the front end of
Georgie's in the building.
Thankfully not late. And tend to do in part doing this. But it would not be accurate to say that our expectations are always exceeded. Not accurate at least. And that's why, we are, I think, appropriately humble around here. This is the entertainment business. It is unforgiving. We try our hardest. We do not always succeed.
Understood. Thank you for that color.
Your next question comes from the line of Alec Brundolo with Wells Fargo. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hey, thanks so much for the question. I appreciate it. I think I want to maybe try to ask Colin Sebastian's question in a little bit of a different way. I think that there's been a lot of conversations in the industry over the last several months about the growth of Roblox, the growth of lower price games on Steam and the $10 to $20 price point. It seems like it's mostly driven by younger gamers. Obviously Take-Two doesn't participate meaningfully in those categories. You have, a couple of lower price games in the $50 range like Mafia. I think the question is what is the level of confidence that the newer cohort of gamers will graduate into more premium AAA experiences over time? I think the question is the young person that's playing Roblox, are they going to want to play $80 Grand Theft Auto 6 when they grow up, or might they be habituated onto lower fidelity titles? I think thoughts there would be helpful.
So actually, it's the contrary. When entertainment properties are aimed at children, I don't know if you have children, but right around the age of 10 or 11, they do not want to be children anymore. They want to be teenagers. So one of the issues, and this is not by way of being critical of anyone else in the industry, but one of the issues with children's programming, whether that's linear entertainment or interactive entertainment, is that children reach a certain point, they don't want to be engaged with kids programming anymore, even if it's appealing to them. So it's not that a certain kind of kids-oriented interactive entertainment is necessarily a feeder to what we do in certain parts of this company. Remember, we also do make plenty of entertainment around here that's available for all audiences. But with regard to our M-rated titles, it's not necessarily the case that something else is a feeder to it. It's a different business. But it is a business that is only available if you're 17 or above. And I think if you engage with interactive entertainment and you're 17 or above, it's very difficult for me to imagine that you wouldn't be incredibly interested in our M-rated titles, specifically one that is coming up.
Perfect. Thanks so much.
Your next question comes from the line of Eric Sheridan with Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
Thanks so much for taking the question. Maybe building on two of the topics we've talked about on the call so far, with respect to mobile advertising and building additional optimization around user acquisition, how are you thinking about the signals as more mobile advertising becomes driven by AI and machine learning with respect to either being able to deploy more dollars at a higher return on ad spend or possibly becoming more efficient with respect to advertising? And if possible, I have a quick follow-up.
Well, we certainly try to do that. You know, we work with AppLovin, and we are trying to optimize, of course, our return on ad spend. And sometimes things are going really well in the market, and other times we're frustrated in the market, depending on what's going on. There have been moments, for example, when we really couldn't get out there and spend because we could not find inventory at a price that made sense. There are other times when we can do that. That changes. It's our job to make sure that we understand the payback period on what we're spending, and we have very tight guidelines about that. But you have to be on top of it all the time, because when you spend money in mobile, as you know, you're spending it based on an expectation that you'll earn it back over a period of time. That expectation is based on prior history, but prior history isn't always dispositive with regard to what happens in the future. So we are constantly, on a daily basis, tuning up our models that will inform how we spend money on user acquisition. As I said, sometimes it's greater, sometimes it's lower. We also have this weird anomaly, which I'm sure you're aware of, which is if we're out of the UA business for a period of time because we don't like it, of course we make more money, because there's no UA that's spent that comes back the same day in its entirety. Sometimes you get a really quick payback period. We have had experiences where the payback period has been as quick as 90 days. And I don't think we talk publicly about our expectations around the payback period in general. But let's just say I think we're more conservative than most. To answer your question, are there new opportunities to be more efficient in this area? Yes, I believe so. And of course, it's not lost on anyone that after Apple changed their attribution characteristics, the entire industry was challenged. But you can see from our own results with Zynga last year that we have surmounted those challenges, and we feel pretty good about how the business operates now.
Great. And if I could just ask one more, with respect to your approach to go to market with DTC, any new learnings about what the opportunity set might look like, or the ceiling of that opportunity might be to grow the percentage of mix from DTC over time? Thanks so much.
Well, look, I've been saying for a long time that I thought both sort of the competitive landscape and the regulatory landscape would be favorable with regard to our overall distribution costing, and taking as part of our overall distribution cost, our D2C cost, which is materially lower than third-party cost, but multiplied by the share of market related to DTC. And we have said that that share has been growing. We have not talked about what percent it is or where it's going. What we want to make sure, though, is two things. Number one, we want to be where the consumer is. The goal of this company is not to control distribution. The goal of this company is to make hits and bring them to consumers wherever they are, however they want them, and of course to do so on economic terms. We value our third-party retailers greatly. We especially value them when they provide marketing opportunities for us. And we understand that there's a value in the marketing that third-party retailers can provide, and that would intersect with how much they charge us for access to their consumers. So the more value a third-party retailer provides to us from a marketing point of view, the more comfortable we are working with them. At the same time, there is a role for direct-to-consumer opportunities. For us, it's all of the above.
Your next question comes from the line of Mike Hickey with StoneX. Please go ahead.
Hey, Strauss, Carl, Laney, Nicole, congrats, guys, on a great year and a great guide. Very exciting. Just two questions. Strauss, first, I think you referenced before being astonished by Rockstar's marketing creativity. Clearly, they've got precedent there. What? Can you talk, I guess, philosophically about how Rockstar thinks about building anticipation for a game launch of this scale, and how beneficial that marketing effort can be in terms of sustaining or even building demand for around the current GTA ecosystem? What? And if that ancillary benefit is baked into your guidance? A follow-up.
What? What does that mean?
Well, look, thanks for the question. I'm obviously not going to go into detail. What we've said about marketing GTA 6 is that marketing will start this summer, and as you know, any information around releases and marketing comes from our labels, and that shouldn't be news to you. That said, do we see in any release, no matter how highly anticipated it is, both the need to market the title and the opportunity in marketing the title? We do. And I was asked about this earlier, and because I absolutely refuse to use a title of ours as an example, I use someone else's. And I said, so there's a new release of Mission Impossible and it's starring Tom Cruise. We all know what that looks like, and I'm going to see that movie. But Paramount still spends a whole lot of money to market that, to make sure that people know it's out. It's great.
I think it's wrong how Rockstar
and I think that's the story of the entertainment. So, I don't think there's any situation where one can expect to have a massive hit and not engage heavily in the marketing. And, I think that will be true for this company across the board. And I think, again, across the board, actually, I think this company does spectacular marketing, and whatever we did last year, we got to do better this year. Whatever we do this year, we got to do better next year. We demand it of ourselves, and frankly, the market demands it of us.
Harry Holmes in the building, plowing through.
Nice. The on AI, Strauss, not to be redundant, you gave a really thorough answer, but maybe just for clarification, do you feel like at this point you've got broad buy-in from your studio leadership around the use of AI tools, not just in marketing, but in game development? And when you think about these tools over time, I know you're doing a lot in terms of investing in product tools related to AI. Do you think this will allow you and your studio teams to unlock maybe some dormant franchise IP or even new IP that may not have been produced over the last decade plus due to resource constraints? And if that's the case, would you look to build headcount into that opportunity? Thank you.
I think that everyone is bought into the possibilities of new technology. And I think there are times when some of my colleagues think I'm too conservative on the topic. I've actually never been accused internally of going too fast or doing crazy stuff. I think I probably err on the side of being a little more conservative. Think about it. The people who are on the front lines of developing here are absolute experts in software, in art, and in video games. And the way they got the job to work at a company like this is because they were on the front lines, and because they were innovating, and they were highly creative, and because they were efficient. So you have to assume that they're going to be the first people to embrace new technology that allows them to do a better job. That said, we're known for making these beautiful handcrafted titles around here. And any technology that we use, I think, will be in the hands of immensely creative people and will take the form of handcrafting. Our art is created in computers. It always has been. But our art is created by human beings using computers. And I believe that will continue to be the case.
Thanks, guys.
Your next question comes from the line of Brian Pitts with BMO Capital Markets. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the questions. I'll try a couple here. Any additional color you can provide on GTA 6 around your framework for the PC release, as well as if the game, has any chance of being cross-platform? Also, any best estimates on when we could see a pre-sale launch for the game? If not, perhaps you could at least provide your best guesstimate of timing on hearing more of these details.
Oh my God.
Yeah, as you know, look, the PC market's a great market, and it's growing for console-type titles, and it's a market we serve avidly. And virtually all of our hit titles end up on all platforms over time. That said, Rockstar Games has announced GTA 6 for console only so far. And we're excited about our November 19th release.
Thank you.
It's over.
Your next question comes from the line of Ron Song with Wolfe Research. Please go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks for the question. Just turning back to NBA.
Oh.
I know Laney talked about the fourth quarter, but as we look at fiscal 27 and lapping that 30% RCS growth, I guess, is there anything you can share, break down on what gives you the line of sight to being able to sustain the high single digits? I guess I'm really trying to get at how you think about the stage of growth for monetization and engagement for the basketball franchise, noting what Carl said about the stay tuned comment. Thanks.
So we're incredibly proud of NBA 2K's fiscal 2026 record-breaking results, and we're applying the successful learnings to our strategy for this year, including within NBA 2K27. And while fiscal 2026 set records, we have a consistent track record of delivering strong, sustainable RCS growth, and are confident in doing so in fiscal 2027. So, when VC looks at the game each year, they just do not, sort of rest on their laurels. They continue to make this game bigger and better every year, and we've seen that time and time again.
Your next question comes from the line of Martin Yang with Oppenheimer. Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you for taking the question. I have one question on mobile. Zynga has meaningful presence in Turkey with Rollic and Peak. Can you make a comment on whether government policy that favors
Dingerito 2,779 super chatted $4.99. NBA 2K
So obviously we've had a lot of great success in the Turkish market from a development perspective. Some of our biggest and best titles in our studios are in Turkey. We have a fantastic relationship with our developers there, and we love being in that environment. In terms of sort of the government influence, government opportunities, to the extent that there are opportunities available in any jurisdiction where we operate, we would take advantage of those as much as we possibly can. Local jurisdictions are very important business partners to us, and it's something that we take very seriously because it's an opportunity. It's not only good for us, but it's also good for the local markets.
Thanks, Carl.
Your next question comes from the line of Omar Dessouky with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Hey, thanks for taking my question. So Strauss, I was in the audience at a conference you spoke at recently, and you made a couple of comments that really caught my attention. So one comment was that you would price your games to reflect the value that they provide for consumers. And then a second comment was that the retail price of video games has gone down in real terms over the years. So do your comments imply that you also believe a $70 price tag would be too low for GTA 6?
Oh my God.
Relative to its value to consumers?
Oh my God.
Because by that logic, a $70 price tag implies to me that the consumer value of GTA 6 will also go down.
Oh.
Now, if I've misheard your comments, I apologize. However, if my logic is flawed, then what would a $70 price tag imply about the consumer value of GTA 6 relative to its predecessor?
I think what I was trying to get at was on real terms, video games have become a better and better deal for consumers over a period of time, and that's a good thing. So I don't think the comments are in conflict. In other words, if you can give people something really great and you can offer it on really favorable economic terms, that's a win-win. So I was really trying to make the point that even though I think the value has grown materially, certainly a video game released today is vastly more exciting, compelling, intriguing, and longer lasting entertainment than it was when I was at Crystal Dynamics in 1993. But in real terms, frontline prices have declined. I was using that as a backdrop to point out that we think that the most important thing is to deliver the best entertainment on earth. And then the second most important thing is to do it on really favorable economic terms. But I didn't mean to guide in any way, how you should think about our upcoming unannounced price on any release. That'll become clear to the market in the fullness of time. Whatever it is, though, we want it to represent enormous value to the consumer.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Your next question comes from the line of Clay Griffin with MoffettNathanson LLC. Please go ahead.
Thanks. Good afternoon. You all had such success with, I think you coined the phrase actually, tethered free to play with GTA Online. You know, it helped you sell full game units, and full game unit sales helped onboard people onto GTA Online. I know the industry has changed a lot over the years, but and you haven't announced any pricing or packaging as it relates to this topic. But just curious if there are dynamics, evolutions in the industry that would make that decision different than the decision you so successfully used with GTA 5 and GTA Online, the tethered free-to-play strategy.
I think, of course, not having announced any online version for GTA 6, it certainly would be premature to talk about, an upcoming business model for something that we haven't talked about. But I think conceptually, what we pride ourselves on here is being thoughtful and open-minded, and trying to meet consumers where they are, and trying to optimize the entertainment or experience for those consumers. And that's what we've been talking about a lot on this call. When it really comes down to it, what does this company think about? 24/7, what do I think about? I think about making sure that this is an enterprise that, more so than any other entertainment enterprise on earth, focuses on making hit properties that excite and engage consumers. That's what we all think about. Right now, I'm in a room with, our staff, right? They're in this room, we're staff executives, right? The IR team, the finance team, the operations team, legal team. But our job, we don't make the titles here. We don't market them, not in this room, not the room that's talking to you today. But our mission is to make great entertainment properties. And if we get that right as an organization, all 14,000 people, full-time colleagues and contractors associated with Take-Two and our affiliates, focus on making the best entertainment on earth, then everything else will take care of itself. Naturally, we have to be the most thoughtful people, the most aggressive people with regard to marketing and distribution. By the way, legal activities, finance activities, accounting activities, tax activities as well. That's our job. But the mission of the organization is to make great entertainment. And having spent a long time in every entertainment business there is, I can tell you one thing: hits cure all ills. Make great hits over and over and over again, you're gonna have a great enterprise. And we're so proud of everything this company does, and we're so proud of the culture in which we do it. But if we don't get up every day and make hits, none of that matters. So that's our job, that's what we focus on. And frankly, the results that we're talking about today and the guidance that we gave you for tomorrow, all of that is based on having made hits, having delivered hits, and an expectation that we are going to bless you, and an expectation that we're going to continue doing just that at a higher and higher level.
Thank you. Excellent.
Your next question comes from the line of Drew Crum of B. Riley Securities. Please go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Hey guys, good afternoon. So looking at your net bookings guidance, how, if in any way, is potential cannibalization from GTA 6 influencing your view or range of outcomes you see for fiscal 27? Thanks.
Look, the cannibalization doesn't really apply to the entertainment business. In the entertainment business, you compete against everything. You compete against your competitors. You compete against yourselves. You compete against nothing, the choice to do nothing. So if you're in the grocery business, like, everyone needs to eat. So you're competing with the grocery store next door. But with regard to entertainment, if there's something that you want in the market and then there's something else that you want, you'll try to buy both. And if there's nothing that you want, you won't buy either. So there's no one-to-one cannibalization. And in fact, history shows that when there's a big hit in the market, you know what it does? It energizes consumers around the entertainment market, and they consume more. So I actually think if we're fortunate enough to have the kind of year that we expect, maybe we'll even do a little better than we expect. That's not just going to be good for Take-Two and our labels. It's going to be good for the industry as a whole.
Thanks, Charles.
That concludes our question and answer
Oh,
session.
man.
I will now turn the call back
over.
to Strauss Zelnick for closing remarks.
I've spoken an awful lot today, and as you pointed out, I've been at a bunch of conferences lately too, so maybe no one needs to hear any more than me, more from me. I would like to say this though: we delivered great results that we talked about today, and we set a guidance that reflects great results going forward. All of that comes from our colleagues around the world. So I want to take a minute to express this management team's enormous gratitude and my personal gratitude to our creative teams, our marketing teams, and our distribution teams, and our finance teams and our operations teams all over the world, more than 100 offices around the world, if I'm not mistaken, who work incredibly hard in an incredibly dedicated way to support our collective mission. All of this is because of their work. I get to organize the victory lap. So thank you to our team. And then I'd like to take a moment also to thank our shareholders and everyone who supports us and the people who attended this call. It's always nice to have a good news call, and we're really happy to share it with you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's call. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect.
Wow. Well, there it is, folks. What did we learn today is really the big question. And I don't know if it was anything that we haven't already heard before. Marketing is starting this summer. GTA 6 still on track for November 19th, 2026. We knew going in that was more than likely going to be the case. But we have yet to hear from Rockstar Games, and the wait is seemingly going to continue. The strategy of marketing the game super close to release, does it really make sense? I just don't know. We're going to catch up on some of these super chats here as we wind down. D. Jarito in the building with a $5 super chat. He says NBA 2K slop. We got Harry Holmes in the building coming through. Let's get these lasers out. We were trying to listen to these calls. A lot of them were about GTA 6. We're going to get the lasers out here. D. Jarito, Harry Holmes. Yeah, we got Snack Bar coming through as well with the 2. He says they need world class in charge. Let's be honest. Georgie in the building coming through as well. It is, believe me, what we love to see. As Georgie is in the building, Snack Bar in the building yet again. We got Gamercraft coming through with the 5 from Canada. And he says, I'm going to say it now, summer in Sweden, June 21st, like here in Canada. So I can safely assume GTA 6 trailer to our marketing starts June 21st. Yeah, summer doesn't officially begin until June 21st, which is 1 month from today, believe it or not. So we might have another month of silence, if not more than that. It might not happen on June 21st. There could be... So we know there's at least one more month of silence, and there could be much more. Because it doesn't mean that just because June 21st is the start of summer, that they're just going to pull the curtain back. They'll probably wait until... I mean, summer doesn't end until September. I mean, this isn't really making sense. I mean, where is Rockstar Games? I mean, they're nowhere to be found.
Joshua Trump super chatted $5. Does trailers falls into marketing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Started marketing back in December 2023 with its first trailer. Just food for thought.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they want to start a short marketing campaign, why did they start marketing this game in the December of 2023? Because when Trailer 1 came out, at the very end of Trailer 1, it says 2025 with no real window outside of that, which is really vague. So, that's a 2-year window right there. And now we're just going to wait until the very last moment to start marketing this game? I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me. Yes, there's no delay today, but It's a long road. And in 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, we don't know if the road will still be as smooth as it is today. I honestly believe, bro, what are we doing? I mean, what are we doing here? I don't understand. I think if you have trailer... Oh, my God, look at this right here. The Bruce Wayne Bucks are in the building, and it's what we love to see. Wake up! As Dr. Hannibal Lecter is taking us to the promised land, and in a way that makes sense. We are getting the lasers out. We are getting the fireworks out. Dr. Hannibal Lecter is in the building. He is plowing through hard and strong with the gargantuan $50 super sticker. It is huge W's as the confetti and balloons are deployed. And we're also getting the fireworks as well. Huge W's right there. Dr. Hannibal Lecter in the building, and he's plowing through in a way that makes sense. I mean, we're talking beautiful, big-time support for these GTA 6 streams. And we do appreciate that kind generosity. Dr. Hannibal Lecter with the Bruce Wayne Bucks, the helicopters high above. And that is what we love to see as the briefcase drops down. And inside the Bruce Wayne Bucks from Dr. Hannibal Lecter, you love to see it. It's huge W's, that we can tell you. It is huge W's. And just coming through in a way that makes sense, hard and strong. And it's a beautiful sight that we can tell you. I mean, you guys have been killing it lately. Really, really strong support. Really fantastic support. And we do appreciate that. It looks like the curtain isn't going to be pulled back anytime soon. The marketing is supposed to begin this summer. June 21st is the start of summer, and I think the end of summer is sometime in September. So, bro, I don't fully understand what the game plan is here. And I know I'm a little slow, but you have the biggest entity in video games. You have the most expensive entertainment product made by humans on planet Earth. I mean, deadass. I mean, those are facts. And you're going to wait until the last minute to... What are we doing? DJ Van Edit's in the building. I knew going in that we were going to hear DJ Van Edit coming through in a way that makes sense. It is what we love to see, the lasers out yet again. After that huge bomb from Dr. Hannibal Lecter, the $50 bomb. And DJ Van Edit in the building as well. I knew going into this Take-Two conference call that we were probably going to hear the same thing, that it was going to be reiterated that the marketing was going to start this summer, that the game was still on track for November 19th. And that's essentially what we got. To me, and I hate to be a Debbie Downer, there's still a window of skepticism on this release date now as we head into the summer because, bro, they could... wait until the very last minute of summer, right? I mean, they could wait until August or September to show off Trailer 3, to start pre-orders. And the fact that some people bought into the Best Buy rumor and they thought that the pre-orders were going to start... Like, bro, Rockstar themselves has literally not talked about this game since November of 2025. What are the benefits of waiting until the very last moment to market this game? Is it going to translate into a more impactful marketing campaign? Are they afraid that if they market it now, that people are going to forget about it? Is that really the problem? Well, if that's the case, why did they show us Trailer 1 and Trailer 2 so early? I mean, I have a bad feeling that on the 26th of this month, when GTA 6 was supposed to release, we will get nothing. And I will say this, if it does get delayed again, the closer we are to the November 19th release date. If it does get delayed again, the closer we are to the November 19th release date, it is going to sting even harder, bro. Unless the delay is maybe 2 months. If it's a short delay, then I think it will sting less. But as we get closer to November, if they have to pump the emergency brakes, it is going to sting very strongly. And it's not... Why is Rockstar not talking about this game? I mean, it's like we have to hear it from Strauss Zelnick. I don't remember being in this timeline for GTA 5 or GTA 4. Yes, there were down periods. Yes, Rockstar is always quiet, but this is like unusual. Because now we have to wait until the summer. Well, that's a pretty big window there. I mean, you're talking June 21st to sometime in September. That's a pretty big window. We're not getting closure here. I can't have closure until Rockstar says something. And no one knows when that is going to be. I would rather have closure right now and have them come out with the bad news and say, you know what, maybe Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed. I honestly think I would be more content with that than what is going on right now with this. I don't want to say false hope, but you know this idea that this game is coming out in November. I mean, it comes out in 5 months and 3 weeks, and they have absolutely nothing to show for, and they still want to advertise. And we heard in this earnings call, that GTA Online is I believe doing fantastically well. Why would they need to even make GTA 6? Look at this right here. Oh my God, the Bruce Wayne box. Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. The Bruce Wayne box.
Record amounts of money spent making GTA 6. Not willing to spend too much marketing and guaranteed record success.
Let's take a look at this comment right here as the Bruce Wayne Bucks are being deployed yet again. As now Talking Games is in the building and he's plowing through hard and strong and certainly in a way that makes sense. It is huge W's here today. And you guys are killing it. You guys are on the front lines like Strauss Zelnick said. You guys are on the front lines and doing heavy lifting here. And we do appreciate that kind generosity as Talking Games is now in the building with the gargantuan $50 super chat. It is, believe me, what we love to see as Talking Games is coming through hard and strong, as well as Dr. Hannibal Lecter with the Bruce Wayne Bucks as the helicopters are high above and they are dropping the briefcases left and right. Talking Games in the building with a $50 super chat. And he says record amounts of money spent making Grand Theft Auto 6. Not willing to spend too much marketing, a guaranteed record success. Let me read this again. I don't know if I fully understand. We're a little slow. Record amounts of money spent making GTA 6. That is, in fact, correct. Not willing to spend too much marketing, a guaranteed record success. We're just in this weird holding pattern here where we have to hope for the best. And, everything points to this still coming November 19th. I mean, everything points to this still being on track. And they gave us a timeline, but we've already knew this. I mean, it's not new news. We didn't just discover this today. We knew that from the last conference call, from the last earnings call, that the marketing was going to begin this summer. We knew that from the last earnings call that the game is still on track for November 19th. We learned, in my opinion, nothing new. I mean, Rockstar is still not talking about this game. And that means they're not pulling the curtain back on the biggest entity in all of NVIDIA until sometime in the summer. Because that would go against what they're saying here. So basically it is going to be silence until sometime this summer. Is what I'm trying to kind of understand here. the only thing I can think of is if they delay the game, then, obviously they want to let people know sooner rather than... Could you imagine tomorrow? Oh, my God. And I'm not going to go live in the morning because, you know what? There's no reason to expect anything anymore. The hype has to deflate a little bit here because it's just like, well, they said it's not delayed. They said it's not delayed. Well, we've heard this story time and time again. And I said, could you imagine if they came out of the woodwork and delayed this game tomorrow? Oh my God. Did that happen one time? Didn't it get delayed after the conference call? I could go do the research, but that's a little bit of work. But I thought it happened like that one time where they did the conference call and then was that in November? Yeah, I think it was because that's what it was. Because I believe the earnings call was in October. And I think everything was good. Everything was on track. And then in November, they delayed the game. Rockstar came out of the woodwork and delayed the game. And that's the last time they spoke about this game is in November of 2025. Bro, like it's almost June. We just, I don't... Just push it back. We need something. It's just, I don't know how to feel about... Bro, we're going to be in limbo until sometime in the summer. That sucks. They might as well just get it out of the way. Get the shot out, inject us with the needle, and it's going to sting. It's not going to be pretty. It's a sad situation. That we can tell you. Baby Radiance is in the building as well. The record-breaking support continues as the wind continues to pick up here. It's a windstorm out here. That we can certainly tell you. We've got to hold this shit down. Talking Games in the building, plowing through. Baby Radiance. Look at that right there. And Snack Bar is in the building yet again. Look at this right here. Big time support here. Baby Radiance in the building. Snack Bar in the building. Well,
things will ramp up in July.
Will it really, though? So that means we're not going to get anything on GTA 6 on the 26th. Because again, I don't understand. What would they come out of the woodwork with if because anything they say about this game is pretty much marketing, right? And if the marketing isn't going to begin until this summer, the only thing I can think of is if they delay the game, they have to come out sooner rather than later. And that's what happened in October of 2025. I think the Take-Two investor call was October 2025. And in November, they delayed Grand Theft Auto 6. And they might as well get it done with. And I think I don't know, man. I have to hear from Rockstar Games, bro. I guess we just have to forget about the game until the time is right, or until they delay the game. I don't understand I don't understand. You want this to be so big. You want this to be so monumentous. You want this to be so colossally just enormous in terms of sales, in terms of this, that, and the freaking third. Well, why aren't you marketing your game? This is the most expensive entertainment product made by humans. It is. I'm sorry. I know that sounds fucking stupid, but bro, I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's bro, this is the most expensive entertainment product made by humans in the world, in the history. And you're going to wait until the last minute? I just don't understand. It's delayed. I'm sorry. It's not me being contrarian. I just don't. I can't. Yes, those are the facts. Yes, but what happens if we're sometime in the summer? Everyone's forgotten about this game. They're letting Rockstar cook. Hype has died down. And all of a sudden they come out of the woodwork, hey, everyone, we need more time to work on Grand Theft Auto 6. It's now coming spring of You know what I mean? I'd rather get that out of the way sooner rather than later because, and, you know, I argued against it and I said, I'm 99% that this game is, but like, bro, what are we doing? The Best Buy thing really messed with people's heads because they were so confident, they were so hell-bent that the Best Buy thing was real, and it wasn't. Somehow, some way, it wasn't. And the pre-orders didn't launch. No Trailer 3. The game comes out in 5 months and 3 weeks. And they're going to wait longer. No, it doesn't. I hate to be negative. I want this game more than probably most of you do. Believe me. We're a freaking boomer. I'm an older gamer than most of you in here. I can guarantee you that. We've been passionate about video games for years. We have a very selective taste on what we like. We know that comes across as me being negative. We know that comes across as me being a hater. You may know that comes across as me being a grifter. I don't care. I have a selective taste on what I like. And I don't know. You know, it's yes, the game is coming out November 19th, but why is Rockstar? Why can't they just?
At Scott 7,222 super chatted $5. Other channels say it's confirmed to release and Take-Two is up 7% after hours on the stock market.
But I think we've been through this before. If memory serves me correct, I think in 2025, October 2025, they had their earnings call. I am pretty sure that that's when that happened. I could go look. And then in November of 2025, Rockstar came out and delayed it. Guys, a delay, and I hate to say this, I hate to be negative. I want this game sooner than most of you do. I don't want a delay. But a delay is not off the table, guys. No one is shutting that down. The marketing is supposed to start this summer. What am I supposed to do? Wait until June 21st and then start hyping this shit up again? We have absolutely no reason to believe. Like, what are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What are you guys supposed to do as GTA 6 fans? Twiddle your thumbs and hope for the best? Where the fuck is the game? Like, bro, there are 5 months and 3 weeks left. 180 days. And they have absolutely nothing to show for. Oh, you're impatient, Michael. Chill, Michael. They just confirmed it, November 19th. I've been through this before. I am trying to not be disappointed when the inevitable, and I hope I'm wrong, when the inevitable delay tweet comes out again and it gets pushed back into summer, not summer, but spring of 2027. I don't want to wake up one day and we see the news that it's been pushed back to spring 2027 and then you guys act shocked. And to me, it doesn't make, like, how are you guys shocked? We haven't seen the game in over 380 days. Rockstar hasn't talked about the game in 6 months. They haven't even confirmed the damn existence of the game in 6 months, yet oh yeah, the marketing is going to start this summer. The game's just going to be right on track, by the way. Well, what does Sam Hauser think? It's a fucking mess over there at Rockstar Games is what's going on. I mean, I hate to say that because I know once this game is out, it is going to have, the jaw is going to be on the floor. I understand that, but I don't know. So we're just supposed to sit here until August and well, we're going to support other games then. I mean, if this is how they want to roll, then we'll just support the games that are coming out. I mean, we've got to buy all of them anyway to cover them, so most of them. I don't get it. I mean, Wolverine is going to be at the State of Play. That comes out in September. They're going to do an unveil and pre-orders. And, well, that's great for that game. I mean, you know, this game is nowhere to be found. Other publishers need to take advantage of the quiet time right now. And they have, you know, other publishers are looking at this and saying, how do we market our game? And how do we squeeze in these adverts and this, that, and the third to try and steer away from any potential GTA 6 marketing stuff, because that'll take all the attention and spotlight. So you're going to market the game in the summer, by the way, when you got the world. Oh, there's a motherfucking bird right there, homie. You're going to market the game this summer when we literally have the World Cup. I mean, less people are going to be playing video games. They're going to be less interested in video games in the summer. I think those are facts. I mean, I don't know the data, but I'm sure if you were to look at like Steam charts or something, I'm sure the numbers do dip during the summer because more people are outside. They're enjoying the weather and things like that. There's less games coming out in the summer. I don't think I understand. I guess we have to be patient and we have to hope for the best here. They said full year revenue will be $8 billion plus first quarter will be $1.3 billion. Where do you think the other $7 billion comes from? Well, that's the forecast. That's the forecast. Rockstar is ultimately in control here. They're in the driver's seat, okay? If the game needs to be delayed, it's going to get delayed. That's the forecast, bro. And they'll adjust accordingly. We've been through this before. I don't know where you guys have been for the last 3 years nearly, but we've been through this before. The game's been delayed, I think, 3 times, 2 publicly and 1 internally. I don't know if that's 100% true, but it's been delayed 2 times publicly. And I mean, we could be potentially entering a 4th delay. I'm not playing contrarian. Yes, they said November 19th. Okay, we'll give them that because that's what they said. Those are the facts. But, bro, what do you want me to do? You want all GTA fans to just stop talking about the game? And, yeah, it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, this summer. And time to get hyped up, by the way. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Georgie's in the building yet again. So the hackers
can't get their hands on Rockstar data again. I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know what that really means. I mean, a trailer, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're just... I can't imagine. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe they don't want to put out Trailer 3 because there's an entire community that is very autistic and obsessive over this game. And it's a small thing, but it's a very dedicated core audience. And they're developing the map. So they use the promotional material. They put together this map to try and complete the map before the game's even out. And it's just like maybe they just don't want that shit to be spoiled, so they're just going to push it back until it gets closer to the release. I mean, that sounds obviously stupid, but because I don't think that matters all that much. But there's a mapping project. They have the whole fucking map, and we're talking levels of autism that I've never seen before. And it's like society is I mean, man. What has happened in the last 25 years in society and people in general? I mean, I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I think when the iPhone came out in 2007, I think that's when things really started to shift. And it's like, bro, I don't know, man. It's just a new Jason Schreier article. What does it say? We won't be able to read that. That's on Bloomberg, I believe. What is the new Jason? I'm gonna refresh Twitter here to see. Here we go. Jason Schreier has published a new GTA 6 article. Okay, I'm gonna this is from GTA 6 Countdown on Twitter. Assuming it's here we go. So this is gonna go up against. This is gonna reaffirm people now. Hold on here. New Jason Schreier article. So this is what's being said. Jason Schreier has published a new GTA 6 article. The game is still planned for November 19th, no delay. Strauss Zelnick confirmed pre-orders will go live with the marketing this summer. Did he really? He must have interviewed him for his, because I don't remember hearing that in the call. Strauss said he didn't know where the Best Buy rumor came from. Okay, so this must be an exclusive interview. Jason Schreier, Strauss Zelnick. He didn't know where the Best Buy rumor came from. Pre-orders will go live with the marketing this summer. The game is still planned for November 19th. No delay. I mean... So where's the game then? What did Tom Henderson predict? Tom Henderson predicted August, late July for trailer 3. I mean, come on, man. What the hell is going on?
Snackbar super chatted $5. Game was meant to drop 2025. It's been in a playable state for a long time. They are gearing up for the online launch. It's all that matters to them. Dolphin emoji.
Well, I know, the online is obviously going to be super ambitious and big, and, that's taking a lot of time. That's taking a lot of energy, resources, and what have you, and obviously that's the moneymaker. But, bro, so what are we supposed to do, bro? Like, how am I supposed to cover this game? Do I got to wait until the summer? What the fuck is this? Like, you want me to just drop the game until sometime in potentially July, sometime in potentially August, sometime in potentially September? I mean, because I can't go for another 3 months with nothing. I can't do it. They should. In my opinion, if they wait until the last minute to give us a trailer 3 in August, they could still launch pre-orders and a trailer 3, but the game could be still... I don't know. I don't understand this marketing. I don't understand this marketing. I mean, I said that the game isn't delayed. I made a chart. I don't know. I don't have the chart in a previous stream with only probably 170 viewers, but I broke it down and I said, well, they have to get the game out this year whether or not they want to. And I said, you have a lot of factors. You have a lot of factors with the current landscape and the current climate. And AI is a big one. You're seeing this AI GTA 6 slop all over, right? It's misrepresenting the game. And they put out fake leaks. Those are going to get better, just in a matter of a few months. How are they going to combat that? All of that stuff goes viral. All this AI GTA 6 slop. The normies buy into it hook, line, and sinker because they don't know any better. They play fucking mobile games. So how are they going to combat that? By staying silent? That don't make any sense. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, so I guess I'm just supposed to stop talking about the game until August or whatever the hell trailer 3 drops. Maybe it'll drop sometime in June, late June. June 21st is the start of summer. But bro, what do you want me to do? That's 1 month until summer starts. 1 month until summer officially starts. June 21st. It's May 21st today. And in 1 month, summer will officially start. That doesn't mean that they're going to drop the trailer immediately. So it could be 2 months from now, and we could be 2 more months of silence. Now that's bullshit. The game is not... No. To me, it's not making sense. And if I am wrong, then I will be shocked, because why would you wait until essentially the last few months to say, yeah, we're going to get the bat out and we're going to swing for the fences and hit the home run with this marketing campaign. The mapping project are spoiling the game. I mean, unless they're fearful of that, I mean, because they will get the whole map together with Trailer 3. They'll be able to really figure that out with Trailer 3. I don't want the game to be delayed. I'm just trying to... It's not me being impatient. It's just me trying to make it make sense. And... why would you market the game in the summer? I mean, obviously that would fit the theme of the game, Miami and things like that. The only time people used to market games in the summer was for E3. That was when they would all come together, and that's when you would get the announcements, the teasers, the trailers, this, that, and the third. The video game industry is really... oh, something's locked up here. Are we on the air? What is that doing? So, again, new Jason Schreier article. We can't read it. It's under a paywall. But I guess those are the highlights. The video game industry is... I mean, what are we doing? Really, honestly. Go look at that Chromecast video. It's an underrated Chromecast video. Xbox, what is it called? I can't remember. It's Xbox 360. I'm going to look this up. Oh, my God. And just look at the output. Oh, my God. Dreamcast guy, brand new video. No price, no trailer, no delay. GTA 6 news is a mess today. Who watches that guy? He's a slave to the algorithm, and he's a slave to video game news to be relevant. I mean, I would hate that. That would be miserable. Chasing that 24/7. Pumping out a video when it's a timely thing. It's just... got to do what you got to do, I guess. So, the golden age of Xbox 360 timeline. And look at the thumbnail of this video. Well, let me see. Let me see if we can pull this up here in a way that makes sense. Fuck me. Okay, we're going to see if we can pull this up here in a way that makes sense. This is an underrated Chromecast one. Film's got 1 million views. Okay, we're going to see if we can pull this up here. Oh, Lord have mercy. No, maybe not. Something is breaking in real time here. Something is breaking here. Let me see if we can get this up. They're going to get mad because they're saying, oh, no, I'm playing contrarian and stuff. And it's just like... so we're just supposed to forget about the game until sometime in the summer? Well, then why would you market the game to begin with? I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, let's take a look at this Chromecast video here. And this is one of the reasons why the industry is dead. Takes 1 million years to put out one game now. And back in the day, that's not updated. 15 years ago, 20 years ago, this is what it looked like. Boom. Wait, is the video jacked up here? Oh, no, here we go. Yeah, so we're going through the timeline here. March 9th, 2006. Okay, this one we got to use our brain with the numbers and stuff like that. March 9th, 2006. So this is starting in March of 2006. I mean, look at that right there. You got Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, which when I first saw the gameplay for that and I hate to be a boomer in here right now, but motherfucking ass. When we first saw the gameplay for Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter on Xbox 360, that shit looked great. Okay, that shit looked great. So Ghost Recon to Oblivion, that's 11 days. I think that's what that... let's get the calculator out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, yeah. So 11 days. In 11 days, you got 2 games like that. And it just goes on and on and on here. I mean, and this is what the hell just... I mean, what has happened? What has happened? Hitman Blood Money in May. I mean, what are we doing? What is that's a fantastic intro to Prey. May 30th, we got Hitman Blood Money. July. Oh my God! They're just pumping up the classics. Look at this. My God. Look at that. Saints Row, GTA 6 competitor. GTA competitor. My God. We were eating. Oh my God. I have that for the Wii. I don't think we've ever played it. Because the controls are terrible on the Wii. We got Fear. Look at that. Look at the time span here. 2 months, 1 month, 1 month, 21 days, 2 months, 14 days, 7 days. Call of Duty 3. I mean, motherfucking ass. Just like the same day, you got Gears of War and Call of Duty 3, November 7th, 2006. Rainbow Six, Tom Clancy's Vegas. 14 days after Call of Duty 3, after Gears of War, Lost Planet, Xbox 360 exclusive, 1 month gap. I mean, you were getting video games. They used to make video games. They don't make fucking video games anymore. Jesus Christ, 14 days for Crackdown. That included the Halo beta, Ghost Recon 2. I'd never seen that one. Ghost Recon 2. We got BioShock. Now, I'm not going to say all these are, my favorite games, but they're big games. And look at the time frame on this shit. John Woo. Look at the time frame on this. 14 days, 2 months, 1 month, 14 days, 5 months, 15 days. We don't get games that the fucking video's not even halfway done. This is a very underrated video from Chromecat because it just shows the modern landscape and how fucking broken the whole system is. I mean, really, honestly, it's insane. So 15 days, I remember playing the demo for this thing was crazy. It was like Max Payne Skate. I mean, my God, what has happened? What the hell has happened? Look at the soul. Look at the soul of the main menu. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go back to, yeah, exactly. Just show the main menus because you know what? Look at the soul of the main menu. My God. My God. Look at the soul of the main menu, bro. And if you compare that to any modern game, oh, man. Looks like a fucking doctor's office. These modern games, I'm convinced they make them to make you feel fucking miserable. So you spend more money in these games to not feel miserable. They literally design these games, these modern games, to make you feel miserable so that you spend more money. Because half of these games look like you're in a doctor's office, bro. From the main menu, it looks like you're in a motherfucking doctor's office. I ain't trolling, bro. It's fucking bad. There's no soul anymore. Guys, are you understanding the point of this video? This is insane. We used to get games. Look at the time frame here. 1 month. January 12th. Motherfucking ass. February 20th to March 6th, 14 days, you got Crackdown with the Halo 3 beta. You got Ghost Recon 2 Advanced Warfare. 5 months later, you got the big one, BioShock. That's only 5 months, bro. We're waiting 6 months just to maybe get Grand Theft Auto 6. 15 days, Stranglehold. John Woo presents. 9 days after that, Skate. We're not even halfway through the video. They literally stopped making video games. Halo 3. Oh, there's no way. What was... Oh, my God. There's no way. This can't be real. There's no way. Look at... Well, we're blocking it a little bit. Hold on. Bro. Look. This is all you had to wait. I mean, look at that. BioShock. 15 days later, Stranglehold. 9 days later, Skate. Brand new IP to compete with Tony Hawk. 11 days after Skate, Halo 3. Finish the fight. They don't make video games anymore, bro. They just don't. Where are the video games? Takes like minimum of like 6 years to put one game out, and it's the doctor's office. Forza Horizon 6 is washed out slop. No color on the screen. And I don't even think that this video started in the 2005. It started in March of 2006, I believe, or February. So it didn't even include the launch titles. Look at this, the orange box. I mean, and that was a steal too. You got all them fucking games packed into one. Oh, what are we doing? Oh my God, the industry is dead. It really is. Oh my God. Bro! The most underrated Chromecast video. You guys need to wake up. This is an epiphany. Motherfucking ass. Bro. Your wall... You guys would have had to get a job back in the day because motherfucker, how are you going to afford these games? $60, $60, $60, $60, $60. You would have had to have gotten a job. That's why you hate this era.
These are the games that make gamers imagine growing up with modern slop.
See, it's great to be unreal. I mean, I feel bad for you guys, but they just don't make video games anymore. I mean, how many games have come out in the last 4 months that were actually... I mean, these are bangers, bro. I mean, these are big ones. Brand new IPs, too. Brand new IPs, strong sequels. John Woo, brand new IP. Skate, brand new IP. Assassin's Creed, brand new IP. I mean, and we're still playing these games to this day. They made a new Skate game. It's terrible. Absolute shit. And Assassin's Creed is still going. We're not even halfway through the video. Chromecap making a damn point with this one. They're not locking it. Oh my God, a brand new IP. Mass Effect. I'm not a big Mass Effect fan, but nonetheless, we bought it day one. And it's just, look at that, Rainbow Six Vegas 2. They pumped out the sequel quick. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. The biggest entity in all of video. Battlefield Bad Company. Look at the gap on this shit. You were eating. Oh my God. All these new IPs. Dead Space, brand new IP. Same day. You got Saints Row 2 and Dead Space. What the fuck? My God. It's over. The gaming industry is dead. Oh my God. The gaming industry is dead. Why are we waiting 6 months for one game? Put it out. Why are we waiting 6 months? Look at all of the games that we could have gotten if the industry still stayed alive. Let me do math here. This is a complicated video for me. I got to do numbers and stuff. It says 1 month, 2 months, 4 months. I mean, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 2 is 6, right? Well, look at that right there. We're not locking in. We're not locking in.
At 2,027 Mustang €76. And these games didn't die off after a week or two.
Well, that's because they weren't live service games, and the internet was totally different back then, and you didn't have a bunch of internet addicts pretending to be LARPing as gamers. That's another problem too. That maybe is a video Chromecast can make that no one would want to. I mean, you would get a lot of flame. But I mean, this whole generation of gamers that don't really even fucking play video games. I think that's a really weird thing. And I mean, you can show off a lot of YouTubers because some of these YouTubers do not show gameplay. They do not show themselves playing the game. We have to presume that it is their footage, but I mean, they could have paid someone to play the fucking game for them if they have enough resources. I mean, it's not too hard, shit. I'm not saying they do that, but... So Far Cry 2, 7 days. I mean, look at that right there. 7 days. You got Saints Row 2, Far Cry 2, Fable 2. Holy... There's no way! There's no way! There's no way! My God! Huh. Holy shit, October of 2008, you were eating 60 plus 60 plus 60 plus 60. Bro! You got October 14th, you got Dead Space. October 14th, same day, you got Saints Row 2. October 21st, 7 days later, you got Far Cry 2. The same day as Far Cry 2, you got Fable 2. What are we doing? And it just goes on and on and on because I think the next one is Fallout 3. What the fuck? Oh my God, the industry is dead. The industry is dead. Oh my God, look at the bangers in October, homie. Fallout 3 is an underrated game. I hate to say that, but it is. New Vegas gets all the attention from the internet darling crowd, the Reddit darling crowd. They're all losers. They all need to find employment. Fallout 3 is a gamer's game for employment players. I don't know how else to put it. Ooh, fucking ass. October 14th, Dead Space. October 14th, Saints Row 2. 7 days after those two games, Far Cry 2. Same day as Far Cry 2. Fable 2. 7 days after those two games, Fallout 3. The industry is dead. What the fuck happened? What happened? Oh my God. 10 days. My God, you couldn't afford it. You couldn't afford it. That's how fast they were pumping them out. My God. We didn't have to wait to play. Oh my God. No wonder why you guys couldn't afford video games. But my God, it actually used to be a luxurious hobby. You had to have money to buy video games. Holy shit. They actually made so many you couldn't even keep up. Oh my God. It never ends. Look at the output here. Could you make the same video with with there's no way you could. It's all indie slop. A lot of these are brand new IPs. I mean, Left 4 Dead, brand new IP. Prototype, brand new IP. I mean, they're taking risks. Look at this. Well, they used to put out games in the summer, June. Borderlands, look at that, brand new IP. Borderlands 1, brand new IP. Man, oh man. Oh man, it's just unbelievable. You guys are not locking it. Left 4 Dead 2. Wow, they put that. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. They put. There's no way. They scammed. Hold the fuck on. November 2009. Oh. Okay, so we are. I mean. So 1 year later, they put out Left 4 Dead 2, like Madden. They just pumped it out. Oh, my God. And the same day as Left 4 Dead 2, you got Assassin's Creed 2. We've never played that one. And I heard... let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. Mass Effect 2. We're not going to get it. We're not going to get into that because they're going to get weird. Mass Effect 2, 14 days. 2-month gap right there. BioShock 2, 14, Mass Effect 2, that's going to last you a long time. Value for your money. Motherfucking ass, 14 days after that, BioShock 2. 21 days after BioShock 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2. What are we doing? 2 months after Battlefield Bad Company 2, you got Skate 3. These are all, I disagree with some of these games. My God. 7 days after Skate 3. 7 days after Skate 3, homie? You guys are not locking in. You guys are not locking in. I don't, that's a perfect video to make a damn point. The industry is dead. They just, why are we waiting 6 months? Yes, I understand it's the Shenmue. How long did it take the guys at Sega to make Shenmue? Shenmue, length of, and this was at one point the most expensive video game to make. Shenmue, length of development process, 6 years. Wow. Well, he was on to something. I mean, that's about where we're at now for every game. Cost $47 million. That's low budget these days. What the hell? $47 million? That's low budget these days. 6 years. Well, I mean, GTA 5 came out 13, 12, 11 years ago. I mean, whatever the number is, I mean, it's a sad situation. We're still, like, bro, what do you want me to do? I have to stop talking about this game because, it's not delayed. The marketing doesn't start until the summer. I guess we cool our jets until the summer, and we resume our coverage on the biggest entity in all of video until then. Unless they have new screenshots for us or something like that, but I would assume that would be considered marketing, and they said the marketing isn't supposed to start until sometime this summer. So that means Rockstar isn't going to talk about this game unless they have bad news. Oh my God. Yep, better game design too, and you're talking about brand new. None of those games were live services, by the way. I mean, even the online games, most of them had single-player components to them, so that way, even if they did end the multiplayer, you could still play the game. That's another thing to factor in as well. Shenmue's a very interesting game. Yeah, it is. 007 launch trailer, new Shenmue and Forza Horizons Japan. Forza Horizon is absolute. I wish Chromecast would make a video on that. Because it's a terrible, it's low quality. It's a low quality game. It's a low quality racing game that for some reason is being, like, I don't understand, because it's in Japan. They like the setting, and it's like, bro, even Asmongold just reacted to it. Go watch the Forza Horizon cutscene, Forza Horizon 1. It's set in Colorado. There's absolutely no way that the same people worked on the game that has just recently came out, Forza Horizon 6. There's absolutely no way it's the same devs, bro. Forza Horizon 1, Colorado. Look at the cutscenes in that, and then look at the cutscenes in Forza Horizon 6, bro. There's absolutely no way. Did you see the leak post? I don't know what you're talking about. It's drama from a toothless bum clickbaiter. Have no idea what you guys are talking about. Red Dead Online was more goated, 90% today of slop. Watch the 007 trailer, at least that's coming out. Yeah, I mean, we could watch that. I mean, I don't... lives off of his parents and sleeps all day. That's all of you guys. Nice projection. I'm out here entertaining people. What are you doing? Being a jackass on the internet. Well, that's not the same. Sorry. So, cope and see. I don't know. We're going to have a mod shift in here because they're not... My mods are just not participating. I mean, I hate to put them on the spot, but it's like when I have big shows like this, and the view count's only going to go up when this game gets more of a reality, I have to have better mods that are willing. And there's certain people that are going to start losing the wrench because they're just not proactive in here. I mean, we don't go live 24/7 and asking you to be here every single fucking hour of the day. I mean... So some people are just going to have to maybe not have the wrench because they don't utilize it and they don't help police the chat when we obviously have a very specific problem in here that other streamers probably don't have. And that's why I need mods. So, and when they don't show up and they have the wrench, then, I mean, there was one guy that showed up today and he didn't do anything. He doesn't need the wrench then. Like what are we doing? I don't understand. Like, I gave you the wrench because I thought you were a good fit. And maybe at one point you were, but when you lose interest, then we got to get the wrench off. And because I saw some stuff in the chat that needed to be out of here. And it's like you guys just, you're too conservative. I mean, you're really honestly too conservative. If it's not about the game or, anything like that, then, I don't even know what these people are talking about in here. I go from the Chromecast video to like, there's some guy talking about drama or something. I don't give a shit. I'm talking about GTA 6. You guys are total losers. Unless you're talking about Asmongold or something, I brought him up for 5 seconds to make a point that I said Forza Horizon 6 is woke and it's slop. It has nothing to do with Asmongold. I just said that, obviously if he covered it, then there's clearly some problems with it. I don't understand what you're talking about. Mike looks so tired and annoyed. Who cares? I don't care. Go believe that the game is coming out in November 19th. When it gets delayed, I'm going to fucking laugh. Banned. I'm starting to time out losers in here. I'm not even looking at the chat. I was just watching the Chromecast video. Literally not even looking at the chat. Then I come back to the chat and y'all are off-topic losers. Like, shut the fuck up and listen. Jesus. So I guess we're just going to have to pump the brakes on this because nothing's coming until the summer. I mean, that's what we just heard today, so. Oh, my God. I rent cars for a living. Pre-order drama. Oh, you guys are talking about the pre-order drama. Well, we weren't talking about that. So why are you guys off on different topics that we weren't talking about? There's no pre-order drama. There's no pre-orders for this game. What are you talking about? I understand the 007 trailer launched. I don't want to watch it. There's nothing in there that is going to be... we'll pull it up, whatever. Jeez. You act like it's so good. I bet it's not going to be good. I'm telling you, it's Hitman 3. 2 hours ago. Here we go. We'll watch it. You guys want to see it? You guys... Oh, it looks terrible. You guys want to see this? We'll go ahead and play it. They want to see the 007 trailer so bad, we'll put it on the screen. They couldn't resonate with the Chromecast video because they're all in their early 20s in here. They're like, what's the 360? What's an Xbox 360? Whatever. So we'll play this slop because this is what you guys like. Here we go. And by the way, how long did it take them to put this game out? Probably, 3 or 4 years? 3 or 4 years to make this, which is basically just going to be a reskin of Hitman 3. But that's what you guys like. You guys like the same games shoehorned out. Here we go.
I didn't give it. Bond is immature and reckless. Headstrong. Thrill-seeking. Issues with authority.
Needs our new star.
It looks... I mean...
I want to make you a spy.
Okay. I look at this screenshot right here. Here's the problem with this game, and I hate to start going down this road because we'll cover it next week. We will be covering 007. There should be a big crowd in here for it. 007. Look at this right here. What's the problem with it? It's just like Forza Horizon 6. It's washed out and dull looking. There's no color in these games, bro. My image has more color. The webcam on the computer here has more color than the goddamn video game. What the fuck? Why does this look so dull and we're in a doctor's office again? Look at this. It's washed out. It's dull. I mean, my webcam has more color. My webcam is vibrant. What the fuck? The colors are popping on me. And this shit looks dull as hell. Oh, modern gaming. They put you right in the doctor's office and you're depressed and miserable, and then they want you to spend more money on more vibrant skins for 007 or some bullshit. That's really what it is. I mean, at least GTA 6 has color in it, right? I mean, the colors pop in Miami and in Vice City in that game. I mean, that's one thing you can say about GTA 6 right off the bat, is that the game actually has color. It's not fucking washed out and dull like this garbage is. Oh, it's your settings, Michael. It doesn't look like that on my screen.
I want to make you a spy.
Oh, man.
St. John Smythe, my dear. 009
Oh.
is a master manipulator.
To catch him, we're going to need eyes everywhere.
It looks...
When you're ready, Bond.
Oh.
What about the girl?
A means to an end.
That's an interesting pickup line.
Whatever his end game
is, this is a terrible trailer. It's slop. Oh, man. Oh, you get the gun? What the hell is that? What is that? What the shit? What is that? What is that? It's a certificate of authenticity. What the hell is that? You get a gold freaking, a gold bar. The golden gun. What the fuck? You get the golden gun. What? Oh my god. Yeah, that was a terrible trailer. I mean... Oh. It was a terrible trailer. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not... You think I'm jumping up and down for that? Like... Oh. Hitman 3 reskin. No color in the image. It looks dull, washed out. Doctor's office. I got to wrap up the stream. We didn't necessarily learn anything new here today, but maybe that's what you guys needed to hear. I don't know. Of course, GTA 6 is not delayed. November 19th, 2026 is the release date. The biggest entity in all of video summer is when the marketing begins. We've known this since February, by the way. You know? So it's not new news to me. It might be for some people, but Jason Schreier has a new article out. Pretty much reconfirming things. I wouldn't say there's anything really groundbreaking in that, from what I can tell. Haven't read the full article, but yeah, it's always Adam Theory. It's always online slop. Yep, just like Hitman. The new Hitman games are, you can barely play them offline. Really, just garbage crap. I tried making a video on that stuff back in the day, but they didn't. They literally didn't care. Check out the MotorStorm game trailer. Tomorrow is the day, by the way. They're not talking. The marketing doesn't begin until the summer. Why would anything happen in between now and then? There's no reason to hype up GTA 6 anymore. I mean, I'm not coming out here in the morning and doing those streams because we're going to be disappointed every day. I mean, I'm not, you know, summer doesn't start until June 21st. That's 1 month from now. That's 30-something days. And that's not guaranteed when marketing is going to start. It could be some other time in July, August, maybe even September. I mean, really, honestly, it's just no news is good news, or so they say. That's fine. The disc build is trash. The game doesn't even deserve a real release. Yeah. No. Well, these people in here don't care. They love consuming things that they don't own, and then they play hypocrite and they start signing these petitions. What is that one petition that they were Stop Killing Games initiative, by the way? Well, none of them believe in it because they continue to give their money to Steam, which is all DRM. Bunch of hypocrites, really. Yeah, stop killing games. You should be able to. Well, you don't own any of these games anyway if you don't own the disc. You have to have a physical. So that whole thing is just a bunch of baloney. They don't really believe in what they're apparently fighting for, the cause. Like, yeah, we want game preservation. Well, if you want game preservation, then digital is not the way to go. DRM anyway. So if you believe in game preservation, I mean, there are, I guess GOG is for computer, but it doesn't offer every game. Then you actually own the digital copy of the game, and you can launch it offline. That's what you guys should be purchasing your games on, but you're purchasing them on Steam, and it's a monopoly on Steam. Oh my God, I just don't understand. Alrighty, we're going to wrap it up here. That was the Take-Two conference earnings call. In my opinion, I don't think we learned anything new. Maybe some of you guys did. But it was what I thought it was going to be, a retread of what we already heard from the previous earnings call. And I guess we're just going to have to wait. I mean, maybe we can come back on the 26th for GTA 6 and see if they have anything that they want to, share. Because that's when the game was supposed to come out. But that's actually not true because I'll be playing. That's when 007 comes out. So I actually don't think we will be doing a GTA 6 stream on the 26th. We'll probably be playing 007. So I don't even think we'll be coming back for that because, well, nothing's going to happen. I mean, I'm not going to sit out here and wait for something to happen when we know that the marketing isn't going to start until the summer. So people on Reddit are saying tomorrow is the day. Yeah, probably for a delay. I mean, wait, the marketing is not, what are you talking about? What is supposed to happen? The marketing is not beginning until summer. There's nothing going to happen. It's literally in the Jason Schreier article. You guys need to pipe down and get a job because this is the reality of the situation. The game is still planned for November 19th, no delay as it stands right now. Strauss Zelnick confirmed pre-orders will go live with the marketing this summer. That's what he confirmed, I guess, to Jason Schreier. So why would they post anything tomorrow? How does that even make sense? I think you're full of shit. There's nothing until sometime in the summer. And even that's a big question mark because the summer is like 3 months. So you're telling me they're going to wait until the game is going to get delayed? I mean, there's just like we're not getting the moment where they're going to potentially pull the curtain back. I mean, it's just this vague window on when it's going to happen. The 26th May trailer to hype up the summer mark. Oh, God. That's what they're saying? A trailer is marketing. What are they talking about? They're not putting out a trailer. It's over. Shut it down. You guys got to pipe down. A new leaker said Sony Direct possible trailer 3. No. It's over. I hate to say it, but it's over. Like, this was a fun ride here for a few weeks of rumors and all other sorts of crap, theories, the Best Buy leak, so on and so forth, leading up to the Take-Two investor call on the 21st. But, bro, like, it's over. I mean, they're not putting out anything until sometime in this summer. Unless they have a delay announcement. Maybe they have a delay announcement, and I'm going to laugh. I'm going to say, well, I told you guys to be on guard. I told you guys to hope for the best, expect the worst, and you didn't want to listen. You wanted to believe the same thing that Rockstar has not said anything since November of 2025. That's a 6-month period where they've said nothing about this game. It's been over 380 days since we've last seen the game. If you really think that this game is coming out November 19th, 2026, I want to join you, and but like I can't set myself up. I can't set look. I want the game to come out November 19th. I want this game to come out more than probably any of you. I'm just being honest. I do, and I hope that I'm fucking wrong. That would be awesome. And I do believe that they are working round the clock to get this motherfucker out to the finish line on November 19th. But, sometimes shit happens and they run into unexpected problems during the development process. And I'm not saying that obviously right now there's no delay. So it's just a matter of who's got the most patience and who has the... Yeah, I mean, that's the game right now, is to stay patient And eventually they'll have to talk about the game, but we could be anticipating. I'm going to go ahead and go to the AI and figure this out real quick. This could be another 500-day thing. I mean, and it's like, that's insane to me. So trailer 2 came out. What was, I can't remember. May 6th. May 6th. So if we go, how many days? May 6th, 2025 to June 21st, 2026. AI couldn't figure that out, by the way. It got me in old school. Now I got to start typing things in. Fuck you. What the fuck? AI couldn't figure it out, by the way. Oh, hold on. How many days? Here we go. 411 days to the official start of summer. Now let's push it. And again, we don't know when anything is coming. I mean, that's when summer starts. It doesn't mean that they're going to have anything to show for. So let's go to July 21st. So from trailer 2, when we've last seen the game, to July 21st, 2026. 441 days of silence. Like, bro. And when did Tom Henderson say that they're going to, when did he say late July, early August? Oh, come on. So we're going potentially for another 400 days of silence? What is the benefit of not marketing it sooner rather than later? I mean, obviously they're saving money, but it's just a kind of common sense thing, and it's not. If the game came out next year, no one should be bitching. The game comes out in 5 months and 3 weeks. What the fuck is this shit? To me, it's common sense that this game will be pushed back to spring of 2027. Because now everyone has to stop talking about it. I mean, the only people that are going to continue talking about it are the hardcore fans, the super autistic hardcore fans. That's it. The casuals are moving on to the games that are coming out in the news of whatever. And, Summer Games Fest coming up, things like that. No one is talking about this game. This game's another deflated project, and it's just on the back burner yet again because they just want to hold back until apparently the last minute, and I don't understand that tactic. I mean, if you look at the timelines for Red Dead 2, I think we at least got screenshots. I would have to do the research and figure it out, but it's just AI is really dumb. I don't care. It gave us the answer that we wanted it to. I don't know. Dude, you're not locking into the subject. You guys have a learning disability, a reading comprehension, a listening you have disability. There's no fucking doubt about it. What happened, Arthur? You got to have faith. The new leaker is someone to keep an eye on. The guy has an excellent track record. He leaked 007 and other games before release. So what did he say? I'm not looking at the chat in here. Apparently someone leaked something. I don't know what you guys are talking about. The new leaker is someone to keep an eye on. The guy has an excellent track record. He's leaked 007. What are you talking about? Who's the new leaker? What did he say? I'm going to wait for the leaker said trailer 3 at the Sony Direct. Where are you getting this from? Sony Direct? What the hell is the Sony Direct? The PlayStation State of Play? What is the Sony Direct? Where are you seeing this at? He has an excellent track record. It's all over. GTA 6 final release date confirmed. GTA 6 price still not revealed, but Take-Two chief says Rockstar on track to begin marketing this summer. Don't expect GTA 6 trailer 3 to drop until next month at the soonest. That's when summer begins. So where are you seeing this leak at? It's nowhere to be found. Who the hell is saying this? Sony Direct, by the way. You can't even get the name of the damn thing right. Like, what the hell is a Sony Direct? He's trolling. Who the fuck is this guy talking about? It ain't gonna... Why would it be shown off at the Sony Direct? There's no way. It ain't happening. You guys are just hyping up crap. Is it Nate the Hate? Who is talking about this leak? Is this new? If it's Nate the Hate, or if it's that one guy. What happened to that one guy? He got quiet. Here we go. No, I found it. It literally just popped up. I mean, the algorithm, I didn't even type anything in. It's, I guess, from GTA Forum. Oh, so what a fucking clown show. Now we got to go live tomorrow morning. What the fuck is this? Well, thank God. I'm going to... Literally a huge round of applause, because now we are going to have to go live tomorrow, because apparently there is something coming tomorrow. Hold on. Cubecron. And I think you were in the other stream, the walking stream the other night, talking about the Tom Henderson stuff. But is this what you're talking about? Let's take a look. GTA, is this the guy right here? GTA Forums user who debunked the Best Buy pre-order rumors claims his sources suggest GTA 6 Trailer 3 will launch next Tuesday. They said the marketing was going to begin in the summer and could be announced as early as tomorrow. Oh my God. Nothing confirmed but posting for those who like to get excited about rumors. He has a track record of getting things right. Oh my God. Now we got to go live again in the morning. It never ends. So now they could announce it tomorrow, by the way. Oh my. Wait, how does this guy have a great track record? What's the track record? He joined in 2026, by the way. What, he predicted one thing right? That's the great track record? Man, if I go live tomorrow and I have a fucking announcement. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is what you guys were talking. You said Reddit said tomorrow, by the way. Well, we don't want to come out here and just fucking refresh for nothing. They said the summer, so it contradicts what they're saying at the Take-Two conference call? Like, what? How does that even make sense? How does that even make sense? Yeah, he predicted that the Best Buy thing, he said that the Best Buy thing was bogus. And I guess he went to the GTA Forums mod and he verified it privately with him or something to debunk the Best Buy thing. An announcement could... So now we... I thought we were done with this. What the hell is this shit? Well, now we got to get up early again and be disappointed. I don't like doing that. You got the sun in our face. It's cold as shit out here. Oh, my God. I guess we were being negative. I don't know. Well, I guess tomorrow will prove us wrong. That's great. Hey, look, I want this game to come out. I don't want it to be delayed, but I don't want to be disappointed. And if tomorrow this guy is wrong, then here we go, this Tuesday. But they're going to wait until Monday. Oh, God. It's the same thing as the Best Buy pre-orders, by the way. Last Friday, we were live, and I said, well, if we're going into Monday and they have nothing to show for, it's absolutely not happening. Come on, guys. Oh, my God. All the fucking normies are leaving. Holy shit, the normies are leaving. Great, come back tomorrow because we got motherfucking Trailer 3 now. You know, oh, my God. Fuck me in the ass. Well, I guess we're back live again tomorrow morning. Disregard what I said about a delay, because I'm wrong. Well, that's great. Don't want the game to be delayed. Push it out, rush it out, fuck it. Get the slop out, fix it later. These woke, lazy millennial devs, I mean. But hold on, the Cube guy said Sony Direct. This isn't talking about the Sony Direct. What is this guy talking about? Is there a different rumor? Maybe this is a different rumor. Because the Cube guy came in here, the whatever his name is, he came in here and he said it was at the Sony Direct. Well, this isn't talking about the Sony Direct. It says Trailer 3 will launch next Tuesday, May 26th, and could be announced as early as tomorrow. I guess that was too negative. They all left. Unreal. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I said the 26th. How does that make sense? They're going to compete against James Bond? They're not. They're going to compete against James Bond, by the way? Oh. It's a different rumor. What are you talking about?
_super $5. It's time to apologize to Calvin Harris. It's when I met you in the summer situation.
Who the fuck is that? Blur in the building coming through. Well, I don't know what to believe because apparently we got two rumors going now. Which one are we supposed to believe here? Blur in the building coming through. It's not coming until June, July. Not this one. He posted a new leak 1 hour ago saying the Sony Direct Trailer 3. So this one's already obsolete, so he was wrong and backtracked? Oh, come on, bro. I'm not... So this one's already obsolete. So why should I even take any of this seriously? I don't see the other rumor you're talking about. This is the only rumor. This is the only rumor. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think this guy... What are you seeing? This is the only rumor. The GTA 4... No, this is the guy that... Let me go to the GTA forums. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so he updated his post, I guess. Hold on. He's going to bet 100 euro... 1,000 euros, by the way. Nothing's working. Oh, my God. Okay. Now, I think he edited the post, and let's read this. No, you must be seeing a fake rumor. This is the real rumor here. This is the real rumor here. So he edited the post, and it says, if you can give me a link where I can bet 1,000 euros that the third GTA 6 trailer will be out on Tuesday, I'll place the bet. I might even bet it'll be announced tomorrow, though my mates... Oh my God. My mates in the Sony sales department are telling me on WhatsApp to keep an eye out as Rockstar has given Sony a little something for marketing purposes. Of course, there's a 99% chance they're having a laugh at my expense, but I'm going to watch it anyway, if only for Wolverine. Wait, what? I don't understand. The state of play is not until May 2nd, or June 2nd. He's saying the trailer's supposed to come out on Tuesday? I don't understand. Can someone help me here? We're a little slow, yeah, but, you're going to have to live with that. June 2nd, when is June 2nd? Is that on a Tuesday? Is that the Tuesday he's referring to? Okay, I guess it is. June 2nd is on a Tuesday. That's not what was implied. That's not what was implied initially. No. He's already wrong. We're changing things. No. Because this one screenshotted up here was, I guess, No one is believing that. It's UK based. Possible announced tomorrow, Trailer 3 Tuesday, something special during the State of Play. Okay, so Plural Abyss has deciphered it us for us. So he is saying a possible announcement tomorrow, Trailer 3 Tuesday, something special during the State of Play. That's too much content. They said the marketing was going to begin this summer. It's literally not summer. What the fuck is going on? So does Take-Two not even know the game plan? Because boy, oh boy, this isn't sounding like summer, is it? Well, I guess we got to continue here. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So they're gonna drop Trailer 3, by the way, when James Bond comes out. I don't know about that. The leaker is from Poland. He is a high-ranking sales executive who has gotten other rumors correct. How many rumors has he gotten correct? Here we go again with this.
Joshua from Super Chatted $5. Sony will never allow third-party games to overshadow its first-party games. That leaker is a loser, and the people that are following are losers too.
That's what I'm saying, because, and Joshua Trump has his thinking cap on, if they have something special at the Sony State of Play, it's going to overshadow every game there. So that's a great point. This might be a load of baloney. That is a great point. If they had something to show for at the State of Play on Tuesday, the 2nd, we got to wrap this up. I got 3% on battery. It's going to cut off. I got to wrap it up. This is unreal. I don't know what to think, but I guess we're going to have to continue covering it in the way that we've been covering it, because I guess we're not. It's going to continue here. He's gotten 5 rumors correct. Okay. Well, I guess tomorrow they announce it. I guess tomorrow they announce it. I thought all of this was supposed to start in the summer, by the way. Well, I guess the summer's tomorrow. I guess the summer's tomorrow. I mean, I don't understand. It's pure hopium BS. Sony plus Rockstar does have a publishing deal. I'm still not buying it, though. Something doesn't seem right with the rumor. Oh, my God. I mean, it's just like every week there's a new rumor, bro. Guys, I got to wrap it up. We're at 2% battery here. We're going to wrap it. He suspects his mates might be messing with him, the State of Play thing. But he's still saying the 26th is really when the Trailer 3 is dropping, by the way. So it's just like the Best Buy thing last week. I mean, oh, man. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to have to go live tomorrow morning, and we're going to have to start the refresh process and continue that, because I thought we were just going to go into the abyss with this game and go into the unknown, but apparently Trailer 3 is right around the corner. So I guess we're just going to give this the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to go live tomorrow morning for Trailer 3. And I need everyone in here, 500, 600, 700 plus people in here, not 296, because everyone decided to leave. When we got the biggest breaking rumor here, I mean, it just continues and continues and continues. It's unbelievable. Just release the damn game. We'll play a broken game. I don't care, because we've been doing that for years now anyway. So, just put out the damn game broken. 5 months, 6 months out, 5 months out, 3 weeks out. I mean, it can't be that broken, right? Alrighty, folks, we're going to wrap this up here. I guess we'll be seeing you tomorrow, and hoping for an announcement for GTA 6 Trailer 3. With that said, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we will see you later. It's over. Hi there, mister.
Like and subscribe to Michael Does Live.